They've been campaigning.
Keep thinking we don't.
Right. For Sinjaya. But
I tell you, though, man, I mean, there's so much shit going on. Imus, again, it came out that he's racist, which I've been telling you.
How many times have you told people?
I've been telling people for years, I would walk, when I worked at NBC, and this is going back 1980, 1981, something like that, 82, I don't fucking know. But this guy would walk through the halls and walk up to a black woman, Brenda. I saw this for myself. And Robin did, too.
But he also did it to me.
Did it to Robin. But all right.
I chased him down the hall. I ran him out of the building.
She did run after him. I saw that.
Of all people, I could see doing it to Brenda. But not Robin.
But this Brenda was so lovely.
Such a sweetheart. And, Artie, you have to remember, these people were not allowed to speak to him.
Right.
Right.
So
that's good.
Yeah, and plus you could beat his ass with one arm tied behind your back because he's such an old fart.
Right, and he even tried that stuff with me. Remember the time they called you in and said, you got to tell Robin she can't talk to Imus?
I said, you tell her. Because I'm talking to him, and I'll talk to whoever I want.
Absolutely.
I said, none of us are looking to talk to him.
Yeah,
in fact, we wish he'd stop coming to my office and ripping me off.
Listen, even when I call you a nigger, you can't talk to me.
So anyway,
really? So
it came out that he called.
Well, did you read that whole fucking thing? What that McGurk guy said?
Well, this is the problem. When you're doing an impression of Howard Stern and you're under all the rules that Viacom has, it's like he cracks from the pressure. He's 100 fucking years old. He has no ratings.
He doesn't remember the rules.
The biggest shock in the story was they wrote in the paper the wildly popular Imus in the Morning Show. That was shocking to me that there's still a reporter willing to lie and say that this guy has ratings.
Popular.
He is not popular. And it's weird. Advertisers, I guess, pay a lot of money for his show. I don't know who the fuck they think they're speaking to. No one listens to the goddamn thing.
Does one guy spend $1 billion a year in advertising or something?
I think Imus does.
The Sultan of Brunei is a fan of his or something?
But it's weird with Imus. Like, he's always had this sort of charmed life. He's on AM radio. He gets something of a small audience and somehow has convinced people that it's a really hot program, and it's just not. And the fact of the matter is, he went on the air and he called the basketball team nappy-headed hose or something.
Rutgers women's basketball team, yeah.
And, I certainly understand, as someone who does this for a living, that you're on the air for, 4 hours, in his case, let's say, and you're trying to be humorous, you're trying to be funny. But his true colors always come out. And I'm not even against using the N-word and stuff if it's contextually, if it shows that you're not a racist or you're making fun of racism. But this is nothing, his comments, compared to his behavior, which he should have been fired from for 20 years ago when NBC didn't have the balls to walk up to him and say, you just walked up to an employee, you called her a filthy nigger to her face. We have to protect this woman from you. You're a fucking racist. Get the fuck out of our building. That
never happened.
That never happened because, again, you can see how gutless and desperate media companies are. Now, I mean, when Imus is your only asset,
you can't afford to lose that.
I don't want to go into, crowing and tooting my own, I've kind of avoided that.
But Imus calls you the idiot. That's the best
I'm
part.
the idiot, yeah. But, Opie and Anthony in Las Vegas just had a 0.0 rating. Okay? Wow. And I'm only telling you this.
The people they brought in to save the situation?
I'm only telling you this to make a point. They had you could not. David Lee Roth.
I've never heard of a rating like that.
It's almost impossible to have a 0.0. It's probably a first in radio.
It's what Blutarski's grade point average was in Animal House.
0 point. Do the speech from Animal House.
Okay. I'll do all the guys. Kroger, your grade point average is 1.6. Congratulations, Kroger. You're at the top of the Delta Pledge class. Dorfman, 0.2. Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son. Daniel Day-Lewis has no grade point average. All courses incomplete. Mr. Blue. And he looks at him and Belushi has 2 pencils up his nose. Mr. Blutarski. 0.0. Now, I'll tell you now what I told the other guys before. What's that, sir? You're out. Through. Expelled. I want you off this campus by 9 o'clock Monday morning. And I'm sure you'll be happy to know that I've notified all your local draft boards and told them that you're all eligible for military service. And then Dorfman throws up on him, and the guy goes, I can't believe I threw up in front of Dean Wormer. Face it, Ken. You threw up on Dean Wormer. Yeah. The only other time I've ever heard that was as a joke. 0.0.
But getting back to my...
That could not have been. There's not one person listening.
Yeah, I've heard of 0.1. You never get 0.0.
Any other personality would be fired for his comments, and his racist behavior. There's a wealth of racist behavior on this guy's part.
Right, there's other examples. But do you remember that he had the sports figure, that sports reporter on the show, and he made a comment
Sid Rosenberg, we had him here.
Who, by the way,
Serena Williams.
Remember Sid was just on our show and said he would never work for Imus again? He's on this clip. He's on with Imus.
Yeah.
He's on with Imus.
All right. Regularly now? I know he's in this clip.
No. I've heard him on regularly.
Wow.
And you know what happened? We had on Sid.
Right.
So
they said,
Imus,
he is funny.
So Imus got interested in him again.
But that guy McGurk supposedly went, without a hint of irony or joking about this team, the game. He goes,
that's his job on the show.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Here, I'll play
The Jigaboos versus the Wannabes.
Oh, the show is so horribly boring that, first of all, Imus has got to be thrilled that somebody's even talking about him now.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, I got my name in the paper.
I'm in the paper, even though I'm a fucking idiot. And now Imus is going to go apologize to Al Sharpton on his radio show, which is just funny.
Great.
That's just funny. But the fact of the matter is, nobody listens to Imus. This might be the first interesting thing he's ever said.
This is the only time I would be behind Al Sharpton.
Right.
Take his job.
Yeah, get rid of him. But anyway, so it just shows you, though, media companies, like MSNBC puts his television, makes a television show out of his radio show. I wonder where they got that idea. They're desperate for ratings. So
and they stayed away from it. They're totally like, hey, look.
Yeah, they're pretending that they don't know anything about it.
They're going, well, CBS, they're in charge of, CBS Radio's in charge of a show. We have nothing to do with it. No, it's on your air, assholes. You can't say you're not in charge of it.
All of a sudden, they don't know what to do.
They don't know what to do.
Somebody punish him, Jesus.
Well, the fact of the matter is that he won't be punished. When I told you that the saviors of morning radio have a 0.0, in fact, a radio consultant called me. I would never even know about this stuff.
Imus is looking good against a 0.0, Artie.
Which is unbelievable. In 2 markets, they had a 0.0. Tim, do you know?
Man.
So what I'm saying is the company is so desperate for people. They lost hundreds of millions of dollars when I left. That Imus will survive this.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson.
Once again, it's all your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault, because if I was there, they'd have enough money to,
They could get rid of him.
But how in the world do you pull a 0.0? What was the other market with a 0.0?
Chicago
was 0.0.
Right, there's nothing there.
And Vegas is 0.0.
And Vegas, and then they're flat everywhere else. I mean, there's like nothing.
But my point is, and I'm not sitting and putting the guys down. They're in a tough position, okay? I'm being a gentleman.
What tough position are they in?
I don't know. None. There's no competition. I don't know. I just so don't want to be...
this isn't about you.
This isn't about me.
Make it about you.
I'm making it about the corporate environment that allows Imus to stay on the air. Imus...
He's a lucky man.
Is a lucky, lucky man. Ooh, what a lucky man Imus is. You know that song. They wrote that about him. Lucky Man was written by Emerson, Lake and Palmer about Imus. But, so what will happen, I don't know. Here, I'll play you the comments. Here you go. And in terms of the things that Imus says, this really isn't that bad.
No, because he's not standing there responsible for your paycheck and calling you a nigger.
So I watched the basketball game last night.
By the way, he looks so bizarre at this point. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's an old, befuddled man. And I promise you, Robin, I will not be on the air.
You won't do this?
I will not do that. I will be somewhere in Florida, like an old alligator, laying in the sun. I will not do this to my audience.
Because he's really funny with the cowboy hat. Because the cowboy hat stays on. I've never seen it without it.
Yeah. Now, because his hair's all bad.
Maybe Gary knows. Who's forced to defend him all the time is that Mike and the Mad Dog. I want to know what they fucking said about this. Because they have to defend him every single time this shit happens.
Anyway, so here it is.
So I watched the basketball game last night between a little bit of Rutgers and Tennessee, the women's final.
Yeah, Tennessee won last night. 7th championship for Pat Summitt, I-Man. They beat Rutgers by 13 points.
That's some rough girls from Rutgers, man. They got tattoos and some hardcore hoes. That's some nappy-headed hoes there, I'm going to tell you that now. Oh, man. That's some... Ooh. And the girls from Tennessee, they all look cute, you know, so I kind of like that.
See, now let me explain something. I think he would have been fine with this, but then Sid gets on and quotes from a Spike Lee movie.
I don't know.
Spike Lee thing.
Yeah.
The Jigaboos versus the Wannabes?
Yeah.
That movie that he had?
Yeah, it was
I don't know if that's Bernard or...
I don't know who that is.
There's a bunch of guys on that show.
That was Bernard. That was
okay.
Tough.
Do the right thing.
I don't know if I'd have wanted to beat Rutgers or not, but they did, right?
So, it is a tough watch. The more I look at Rutgers, they look exactly like the Toronto Raptors.
Jigaboo, I guess. Yeah.
So you throw in the nappy-headed hoes and jigaboos, and right away it's gonna be huge. But look, he's a buffoon. He's a horrible human being, Imus. He is just if there's a blackened core to a human being, it's Imus.
Remember we were talking about the ranch. See, we brought this up because they're sending little... Now, just imagine you're black and you got cancer and you got to go to the Imus ranch.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. You're fine.
But here's the thing.
You're really working, man.
If I ever get that old and I'm still doing radio, and, I know, Imus dresses up as a cowboy every day. I'm going to dress up as a fireman. I'm just going to pick...
You're going to be Fireman Howie?
Yeah, and I'll wear my fire hat, because I'm sure my hair will look horrible.
Because he's Hopalong Imus?
Yeah, it's Imus wearing a cowboy uniform to work every day is the same as if I showed up dressed up as a police officer.
I'm still here, can I be the Grimace?
You want to talk about what's funny on that show? Because the actual content isn't funny.
Yeah.
The idea that a man shows up in costume.
That he lives his life in costume.
It's as if I came in as a knight in shining armor.
But it's like Yucko never stopped being Yucko.
Yeah.
He would be Yucko all the time. He'd have to wear the red nose all the time.
Why is there a cowboy on my TV?
What that clip proves to me is even saying something that insanely offensive, it's not interesting.
No,
it's still
there's
boring.
never anything interesting.
The only remotely funny thing was Sid at the end said they look like the Toronto Raptors. That's kind of funny.
All right.
The other guy quoting Spike Lee and the Jigaboo thing and the nappy head hose, that is just reprehensible because it's coming from a guy who sounds like Billy the Kid. You know what I mean? It's like
Bernard.
He is dressed like Billy the Kid.
We know Bernard. Bernard hates Imus. The other irony is, Bernard called here. I don't even know.
Well, we know Sid does. First, I-Man. What the fuck is Sid doing? I got Sid's number. I'm going to call him. What the fuck are you doing?
A man's got to make a living.
And Bernard,
I guess
every time Sid goes on that show, some horrible thing goes down.
At least he didn't say it this time.
No, he didn't say it.
And they would have bounced him right out the door.
Oh, yeah.
I only knew that was Bernard because I read the article about this, and it said Bernard said Jigaboo's
Bernard is an insane fan of this show and used to call Gary every day. Please get me the fuck out of here. Please let me work for Howard. Let me work for... but I don't have a job for the guy. I don't even know what he does. I remember him at NBC. He was a fucking guy hung around in the hall.
Look, we already have a racist guy. What's he looking for?
Yeah, we have our racist. We have Fred. See?
We have several of them.
Today it's Fred. Tomorrow it'll be somebody else.
It's Sal.
It rotates.
It is not Fred.
It rotates.
So then here's the funny part. The first funny thing that ever went down on the Imus show, him apologizing for comments.
Oh, I never heard the apology. Let me hear it.
It's just great.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Fred does it dead on,
I'm so sorry for all those things that I said.
Yeah.
I want to take a moment to apologize for...
Apologize?
And then...
Apologize.
I want to apologize.
What is that?
It's called false teeth.
I'm apologizing for being an evil prick?
For my hat,
fucking
my big
cocksucker.
The apologies, just like with Sal, the apologies for racist shit are always way funnier. You should just go right to the apology.
But, really, he apologizes every time he makes one of these statements. He has not changed.
Hey, Gary, where's Sal's apology?
Hi.
All right. I want to take a moment to apologize for an insensitive and ill-conceived remark we made the other morning referring to the Rutgers women's basketball team. It was completely inappropriate, and we can understand why people were offended. Our characterization was thoughtless and stupid. So, and we're sorry.
No.
Almost 6 minutes after the hour. Here's Chuck with the news. Good morning, Charles.
We're done.
Well, you know what's so funny? All of a sudden, he became Queen Elizabeth. We are sorry for what we said.
Can you imagine the meeting, like the strategizing? Because we know, this whole, like this, I know exactly which cast of characters is in that meeting with Imus, and he's sitting there, I don't want to apologize. And then...
Howard,
and right away, my name was thrown in. Now in all the Imus articles, it's like, there are shock jocks like Howard Stern. No, there's a difference. I don't hate black people. I never called a black person a nigger in the halls. There's a huge difference between myself and Imus. I originated this format. I'm an original. He's a shitty copy of the Howard Stern show.
He never asked people to divert their eyes when he walked through the hall. Yeah. He never said that certain people couldn't speak to him because they were lower just based on their race.
Right. Yeah, we're great.
That jackass actually did all those things.
Hey, Artie, Greg Allman's on the phone for you. Hey, Greg.
You sound better, Greg. Greg hasn't sounded that good in 30 years.
I was going to say, what does Greg sound like?
Greg, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, buddy? What's going on?
You never sounded better.
Thanks, Artie. You were on fire the other night, dude.
What other songs did you do at the show, Greg?
What's funny? I'm sitting there listening to him. I can't play a note. Yeah. That takes a certain amount.
He has talent.
A certain amount of skill and talent, and all he can do is call us on the phone.
But I think it's funny that I have now had the same exact, verbatim conversation with Greg Allman and Bruce Springsteen.
Jeff the Drunk, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Howard?
Hey, brother.
How you doing?
All right.
Hey, I wanted to tell you, I'm under your spell, too.
That's right. You're voting for Sinjaya. Here's a man who'll be the character witness in the lawsuit. He's under my spell.
The only thing you're under is the table.
Let's see. Oh.
Hi, this is Sal Governale. And unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made a few comments that some consider to be racist and offensive. If I did offend you, I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. What I was simply trying to do was make a joke over the fact that white women generally don't have sex with black men. It was simply a joke. And the joke got out of hand because in this situation, it was truth.
Jesus.
People were offended. It doesn't matter what type of baby you have, whether it be white, black, Italian. The important thing here that we can learn from this is, A, you shouldn't drink and do drugs because you might end up in a situation that you regret, whether it's a white child or a black child. And B, I have personally learned that when I address things, I should address them in a much better way, in a specific way, as not to offend people. Black people, white people, Spanish, Italian, or whatever the case may be. I sincerely mean this. I sincerely stand behind the fact that I was joking, and I sincerely apologize over the fact that people were offended. I am not a racist. Thank you for your time.
Oh.
That was longer than Imus's apology.
Oh, that's great. That's the greatest.
More heartfelt.
Mm-hmm. But, no, Imus will not be fired. He will weather the storm. The company is behind him, so it'll die off, And that'll be the end of it. But he'll go back to doing his boring show.
How long has Sid been back on that show?
I don't know.
I mean, the shit he said about Imus sitting here, man, that was figured like, hey, you're not going to see him anymore.
Nah, all's forgiven. Here's Lisa G. And then we'll weigh you guys. We'll do the Battle of the Blobs contest. I'm dying to see if
People are looking thinner.
Yeah, some people.
Benji looks weak. Benji, you all right, man? Look at him, man.
Hey, Lisa, what's happening from the Howard 100 newsroom? Here's Lisa G and some of the stories they're covering.
Betho's lovely engagement ring makes OK Magazine. It came in at #2 of their top engagement rings.
Wow.
Behind Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Oh, yeah, how do you know? Yeah.
Oh, you guys check your rating?
Yeah, Rebecca Romaine Stamos, but
You were robbed.
I think we were robbed because, what would you... Hers is a yellow diamond. Which is more...
Rare? A yellow diamond is rare.
Oh, it is?
If it's of any size at all, yeah.
Dude, you got outdone by Jerry O'Connell?
I did.
Motherfucker.
There's Beth's ring, though. It's not bad. Not bad. We were #2 on a very long list. Rebecca wrote me a note and said, ha, ha, ha.
Whoa.
I thought that was funny.
Holy shit.
Funny.
I didn't get a good look at that. Let me Jesus Christ.
It's beautiful. Ice is what you call that.
That's ice.
What's everyone saying when they see it now?
They love it. They get like you. They get lightheaded. You love romance. Lisa G loves romance.
I mean, an African kid had to lose both arms and a leg for them.
Fuck him.
You know, that was brought back to this country between somebody's toes.
Yeah, that ain't my problem.
Is that cleaning it and taking it off?
Yeah, it's weird. Like when we were in the pool in Miami, she goes, "It's good. The chlorine really cleaned off my diamond."
Yeah, it sparkles now.
And then,
what you do with the chlorine?
Yeah, and then sometimes she, well, you don't do that, but it just cleaned it off. And then
yeah, you get what dulls the diamond is the oils from your skin, you know, so that Clorox cuts right through that.
And then there's a whole thing like she like she's wearing it and all of a sudden like she bangs into something. She goes, "Oh my God, I just banged my ring." It's the whole thing. It's like a person that hangs out with us. She just banged it. I'm afraid I could.
You should be fearful for what you banged.
Yeah. She goes, I could chip it or it could fall out. I go,
it's like a Super Bowl or a World Series ring.
I said, you gotta. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I said, you just gotta wear this thing and enjoy it.
A diamond isn't gonna chip. It's the hardest thing there is.
And I said to her, if anything happens to it, I was very sensitive. I said, the engagement's off, so fuck it. You get one shot at this.
Yeah,
you get another one.
Lose that ring, it's over.
Yeah, I'm not getting another one.
My greatest regret, about 7 years ago, my buddy said that on eBay he saw a 1978 Yankees World Series ring on sale for $5,000. And at the time, I didn't get it. God, would I get that in a heartbeat right now. Fucking, I'm so pissed off. I had 5 Gs.
Clean it with chlorine in the pool. Chlorine gets the African blood off of her diamond.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I said, honey, go jump in the pool and get that blood off the diamond.
That 10-year-old boy's blood.
You know, I can still see a little bit of that African's toe.
Yeah. Someone told me if the blood is still on there, it actually makes the diamond more valuable.
Well, it's an actual blood diamond, yeah.
Yeah, you go, wow, hey, that could be in the movie. I don't know anything about blood diamonds. What is that?
Well, I know
in these countries where, you know, they have these dictators or, you know, there's one different, you know, there's a different militia every week in charge. They take over the mining operation and they steal people's kids and you know, make them fight, and they just enslave people in the mines. They don't get paid, and you know, you try to steal one of those diamonds, they cut off your hand.
Right, that's what happens. Like, they kidnap kids, and I think, that's, if you get caught stealing, they literally, even if you're a 10-year-old boy, whether you did it or not, as an example to the other kids, not to steal, they cut your arm off.
Yeah.
Well, I was assured our diamond was not of that. Although I said to the jeweler...
They cut off the boy's hand humanely.
Jewelers must get asked that question if these are blood diamonds all the time so people don't feel guilty. Because I go, well, is this one of those blood diamonds? And he goes, nah, sir. They are all blood diamonds. Because
that's not true.
He no. He goes, they're all blood diamonds because, believe me, once you get married...
Oh. He's talking about the carnage that's going to happen to you.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, our diamond, I learned, rescued at Black Village.
Oh, stop it.
So...
No,
I was pretty glad about that.
They don't check. The United States government takes a hands-off policy.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
It's up to the jeweler or the jewelry industry here to make sure they're not getting these blood diamonds.
And what percentage?
And I'm sure they do that.
Yeah. What percentage of jewelers are that into it?
Oh, yes.
The biggest tragedy from this whole thing is it made Leonardo DiCaprio do that accent in a movie.
I loved it.
Hey, Bobo, you're on the air.
Great.
I won't watch the movie. I don't want to be depressed. Bobo, you're on the air.
Yeah, listen, when Sunday morning I get up and I see this frightening picture of Imus. He looks like about 250 years old. He has this ugly mask on.
He should get a nice toupee like you have.
Oh, my God.
Imus, Bobo thinks you're ugly.
Something to distract you from that face.
Well, imagine Bobo thinks Imus is ugly. That's it for Imus. It's over.
Oh, my God.
But really, why doesn't that guy retire? That's the one thing I can't figure out. Like, what's keeping...
Who's going to stay with Imus if he has nothing to offer?
Well, but listen to this. CBS still reeling financially from the loss of Howard Stern can ill afford a slip in the value of Imus. He just signed a 5-year deal last week.
A 5-year deal?
What? Yeah, 39% jump in Imus's ratings. Who the F is listening to this guy?
No one. Maybe they're listening to him because we're not there. And,
probably.
You know, well, whatever. It's just funny. And that's another thing. Never mind ruining American Idol. Just watching that whole radio thing happen is just great. I mean, that's even more fun. That's more of a sport. I'd like to thank our audience for that. What else is going on, Lisa G?
Well, we understand Comedy Central has acquired the rights to the Artie Lang's Beer League movie and is said to be premiering the film this fall.
Actually, that was huge news. Yeah, they paid a decent chunk of change, man. That was nice.
You get money?
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it goes towards the bottom line of it. You know, that was, I can't say, exact numbers, but that was the greatest news ever. And they promote the shit out of stuff, too.
Yeah.
So
good. So that'll actually help you with another movie, like if you want to make another one.
Yeah, because if you think about it, that's where a lot of people see movies now is on TV. So, and once they pay for something, they really promote it like crazy.
Right.
They were at the Ziegfeld premiere, and supposedly the company, they didn't let me out on this, but that night they said, we have to have this. We're buying it. So it's been a long negotiation, and that was very good news, yeah.
Good for you, man. Congratulations. Yes, Lisa?
Yes, well, you're not the only celebrity endorsing Sanjaya on American Idol.
Who else is endorsing Sanjaya?
Every other radio show trying to be like him.
Scrub star Zach Braff, singer Pink, and Rose McGowan. And Perez Hilton.
I think I might even have some tape of that. Gary, where is that tape? If I may ask.
I'm glad we're being joined by other celebs.
Others are linking hands. So Imus had to go back on the air today after the weekend of getting hammered from Al Sharpton and Reverend Jesse Jackson, and I guess they probably had 100 fucking meetings.
Some Black Journalist Association was also after him.
So they're on his ass now, so now he had to give like a 20-minute apology.
Ooh, so we got the new one?
I got the new one. You want to hear that first and then the Playboy chick?
Yeah. Come on. Gotta get this.
Yeah.
20 minutes of apology?
The Playboy chick's just coming in to thank us for, getting her in Playboy. Yeah. Hey,
Sanjaya page.
Yeah, thanks.
Everything's on the Sanjaya page now.
Yeah, why would Imus be on the Sanjaya page?
I don't know. He looks like an Indian. I don't know.
He's a cowboy, and Sanjaya's an Indian.
And he doesn't like Negroes, and Indians close to Negro.
All right, Sanjaya page. Here we go. So I haven't heard this either, but JD just came in and grabbed it. All right. For your listening pleasure. Imus like sucking balls.
Katie says at one point he thinks that Imus might have almost cried.
Oh,
you know
here we go.
How old is Imus? Rather than go through all this, just fucking quit.
Isn't he like he's got to be around 70 now, right?
Call it a day. It's enough.
These young women at Rutgers, they don't know who I am. I mean, they pick the paper up and they don't know. They don't know whether I'm some right-wing racist nut, whether I was angry, whether it was some kind of diatribe, whether I was drunk. They don't know whether I just came on the radio and said, hey, the young women of Rutgers are yada yada.
Oh, this is great.
So let me provide a context briefly for them. Not as an excuse. Not that it makes this okay. Nothing makes this okay. But there's a difference between premeditated murder and an accidental, the gun going off accidentally. I mean,
he's a lawyer now.
He's got the difference between premeditated murder and an accidental firing of a gun.
Just say you're sorry and be done with it. Don't get into like, okay, I'm guilty and I'm terrible, but let's put this in context.
Not that this makes it right.
Look, I understand the guy's on the air trying to be funny, and he's, but this is just his true nature. That's my point. The stuff I saw him do at NBC, I'm talking about off the air, that management knew about, calling women niggers and stuff, That was the bad shit. This thing is nothing in comparison.
Right. Right, because he knew people were listening to him. It's just that this is what's in him.
But he's apologizing like a guy who got his first broadcast job. Like, he's begging for work. It's almost like
he needs the work.
He needs to be on the radio. You know, he should say, you know what, fuck you.
Well, you know what, the other day,
it's a joke.
Even before this happened, Howard, he was announcing that his wife was going to be on the Today Show. See, now all that goes away if he's not on the radio. Like, he's made her into some kind of celebrity or authority on something. Then he flashes her picture up on that TV show. You know, it all goes away.
But Imus is he's apologizing like he just got into broadcasting.
He needs it.
He's apologizing like he's man-cow and he needs the money. Look.
Like the ranch is only half built.
Look, there's a difference between rape and date rape. Look, you know, at least in date rape, you know you're rapist. And, you know what I'm saying. And we're on a date. You did get dinner out of it.
It's different when you're stalking the girl.
Oh, this is too good. This is too fucking good. This is going to take 10 hours to get through.
And this is the real Imus. Listen to him.
Howard Stern does this stuff. I don't understand it. I tell you what.
But he's got the jigaboo on the shows.
Yeah, he's lucky. He's called you a jigaboo.
Yes. Remember the argument we had on the air that time?
Yep.
And you were like, Robin, I'm really sorry. And I said, no, you know, he thinks those girls screw him because they really like him. So that was that. But he's done it even on the air to me.
Imus should have like 10 bald cancer kids behind him when he's apologizing. And by the way, please ignore these bald cancer children who are on their last legs, and I pay for all of them.
That's the thing that I really most resent. He's trying to dress himself up for heaven with the cancer.
His cowboy. Was he wearing his cowboy hat when he apologized? I got to know everything. Because if I have to apologize, I'm going to dress up as a nurse. You know? I'm going to dress up as a cowboy and apologize.
Yeah, you'll be a surgeon going into surgery.
Isn't it hard? It would be like getting an apology from a circus clown. Like, isn't it hard to... Like, don't you want to say you're apologizing dressed up as a cowboy?
That would be like Mel Gibson getting into his Braveheart outfit to issue his apology to the cop.
Or a Boy Scout uniform and apologize to the Jews. Michael Richards could wear a Boy Scout uniform. I want to apologize for using the N-word, and I'm dressed as a Boy Scout today. Full Eagle Scout.
Ignore my
braids. Imus dresses up as a cowboy every day. He thinks he's a cowboy.
And you know what?
That's the funny thing.
He even wears that kerchief, like, under his neck. So anytime he wants to rob bank, he can just pull it up over his nose and mouth.
In case I'm going to hold up a stagecoach, I want to be prepared.
Well, Jesse James always wore one. It's a tradition with us cowboys. You know what it's like?
Never know when tumbleweeds will hit you in Manhattan.
When Dracula, Bela Lugosi, died, they buried him as Dracula.
Right.
And Tarzan was in the old age home.
Yeah.
And he was in a loincloth.
Yeah, but their characters had names. You know, they weren't Tarzan every
I'm Amish. I'm Amish and I'm a cowboy.
He wasn't wearing a cowboy hat, but
You're kidding.
He did look very disheveled.
I was very contrite.
Like he had a rough weekend.
That must have been for real. He took off the cowboy hat.
Why have a rough weekend? You call up management, you say, listen, obviously I'm getting crucified. Here's my resignation. I'm going to go live my life. But no, he's desperate for that radio gig, as Robin says. It's his whole being. Thank God I'm not like that. I wish somebody would call me out and fire me. I would be so happy if Reverend Al Sharpton would get his crew on me.
Could he get on your case?
Like, seriously, call me. We have a terrible thing that just happened. Something you said offended Reverend Al Sharpton.
You have to go on his radio show.
No. Fire me. I'm okay with it. It's time for me to leave anyway. We need you to apologize. No, I'd rather not. What if you dressed up like a cowboy? All right, I'll dress up like a cowboy, but I'm not apologizing.
Look, the only thing he has to look forward to is going back to the cancer ranch.
So this is Imus' second apology.
See, my cancer ranch isn't paid off yet, so I got to keep going.
We need the listeners to buy more things, more pianos.
I haven't built
Well, they do have a whole line of food products, you know.
Somebody still gets shot, but the charges are dramatically different. This program has been for 30 or 35 years a program that makes fun of everybody. It makes fun of me, and it makes fun of everybody on the planet. And sometimes it makes fun of me to a vicious standpoint. Oh, does that mean I get to say something about the...
But you get paid, asshole.
And everybody on the planet. No, not everybody on the planet gets your ire up.
Put me on there.
Your dander up.
If you want to be made fun of, put me on there, and we'll see if you fucking like it. Those black girls ought to call me. They say, we demand you put Howard Stern on your show.
To a vicious degree. He can't take anything.
And let this motherfucker on the show, and I'll fucking take care of him. Look at me with the F word. Huh?
Rutgers women? Of course not. But that's the context in which we operate here. Is it appropriate? Well, we'll talk about that a little later. Cause
he's mad at himself.
That's got to change, some of that. Because some people don't deserve to be made fun of. Like these young women who played for the national championship in basketball. They played for the national championship. They beat Duke. And then they played Tennessee, the national championship. They don't need me to try to be funny about them. But they don't know that I was trying to be funny. They don't know what this program is about.
Nobody does. Nobody listens, asshole.
We can hardly understand what you're saying most of the time.
Nobody knows what this show's about because you got a fucking 1 rating.
If you're really being funny, usually you don't have to tell people.
Yeah. We're being funny.
They don't know we're trying to be funny. Well, nobody else does either.
Yeah, because Charles McCord's a barrel of laughs.
I mean, because I call my wife the green hoe, does that mean I can call... No, of course not. I mean, that's a repugnant suggestion.
We all call your wife a hoe.
To suggest that I think, because we make fun of everybody, or because...
You sounded like Soupy.
Everybody.
Everybody. Angry Black is going to the protest.
Oh, there's a protest?
Where is the protest, Angry?
Hey now, old friend. I'm glad everybody's back safe and sound. Over here in my town of Hackensack, New Jersey, Hackensack University Medical Center put Don Imus' name on its pediatric center. It's called the Don Imus Pediatric Center. So what I'm going to do when I get off work today from my unionized job, I'm going to go on Stern Fan Network, and we're going to get as many people and the Whack Pack to go up there Friday or Monday. And we will protest in front of the Don Imus Pediatric Center.
But you got to get black people.
Look, yeah, don't rely on the whack packers.
You got to get black people, not white people.
Trust me, all weekend. Nothing but the brothers coming up to me like, yo, what are you going to do about Imus? I said, oh, no, we're going to take care of it. So I got a lot of brothers, some really criminals, good people, everybody.
You know you should bring up there Miss Black Howard Stern.
Yeah. You know what? I heard the show a couple of weeks ago. I think we should let's put it together. Let's get it together. I got to get King, Big Black, and we can find him. Everybody has to come up there.
That'd be fun.
It will be. No, he's a piece of garbage, bro. I mean, what he said, in my opinion, it wasn't funny. I mean, now it shows today. I've been going back and forth.
Now they got Angry Black angry with him.
How do you do that?
Now Imus is in a hornet's nest.
It's a 4-hour apology. It's sad, though. He's pathetic. His show gets a 1 share at best. You know, I don't know.
Put on your signs when you're protesting. You should call the media to come down. He has a 1 share. No,
we're putting this together. This is going to be big. Since we're not going to Vegas this year, this is my road trip, bro.
There you go. Thank you, Angry Black. He ain't giving up. He's way on fire.
Go for it.
I get made fun of. That it's okay to make fun of them, because it's not okay to make fun of them. But that's what we do, and that's the context.
All befuddled. He's all freaked out from the weekend.
Context.
You know who called me? Somebody called me and told me to do this. Let's want to hear more?
Yes. What else is he going to say?
These young women also need to know, not as an excuse, not after what I'm going to say now, do I expect these young women to say, oh, well, he works with black children, or he has black friends. That means he can say this. That's not what I'm saying. But they need to know that I'm a good person who said a bad thing. And there's a big difference. We have a ranch in New Mexico.
See, he pulls out the ranch, that mother effing ranch.
I knew he'd pull out the ranch.
That's all. He falls back on that every time.
The ranch, you mean the public's paying for?
Yeah.
He thinks he's paying for it.
The ranch he put 16 Steinways in?
The ranch that he bought all the surrounding land with the listeners' money from his ranch?
The ranch that he broadcasts from sometimes because he doesn't even care to come in.
He bought all the extra land so he wouldn't have to have any black neighbors.
Yeah.
Kids with cancer and blood disorders and so on. It opened, and we found it's been almost 10 years. And nearly half of the kids who come there are from minority groups. Native American, Hispanic, Asian American.
They work the hardest.
An Asian American.
They got an extra ankle in there.
Them black ones.
We don't allow them to sleep inside the house.
They have an extra bone in their ankle.
The black ones. Girls just won the Imus Ranch Rodeo this past spring.
It's like, wah, wah, wah. I'm a good man.
The Imus Rodeo.
Everything's Imus. What a fucking losing asshole motherfucker lucky bastard.
If it's the Imus rodeo, you ought to be the bucking bronco.
That's why I'm dressed up as a cowboy. and Charles McCoy's dressed up as Sitting Bull.
Sitting Bull. Yeah, McCoy, like everyone on the show should wear like an outfit.
Yeah, they should all be in the Western garb.
Bernard McGurk is dressed like Sanjaya, so.
No, he's Calamity Jane.
African American. 10% of the kids who come to our ranch are African American.
Well, why don't you call them hoes and nappy heads?
He probably does. Hey, you little nappy-headed cancer kid.
10% of the people there are nappy heads.
Usually I send the black kids into the bushes to try out the rattlesnakes. You know, there was a secretary who worked at NBC. Her name was Brenda. I used to call her a nigger. But you couldn't hear that on the radio.
I'm a good person.
But
I'm a good person.
But if she got cancer, she could come to my ranch. I wouldn't care. But she was a nappy-headed. Oh, actually, she straightened her hair, so I shouldn't say that.
She used to hide their naps.
She was bougie, but I knew.
Yeah, she didn't have the big full lips, though. An apology. You know what, dude? You got enough money.
I have a cancer ranch. Bad.
Yeah, resign.
I don't have to pay for what I say.
I see black people walking across the street every day. I don't run over them in my limo.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not a white man who doesn't know any African Americans. And my wife and I did, we run this ranch.
My wife knows an African.
We know some black people.
We know actual Africans.
We've had them over to the ranch.
We had actual Africans who, you know...
We have Africans cleaning our pool.
I had an African who almost ended up between an elephant's toes. He was almost trampled on.
Well, my kids were raised by African Americans.
We don't know any African Americans. We know some jigaboos.
I gave Wyatt a slave for Christmas.
We don't have counselors. The whole basis of this ranch is these parents from all over this country and all over the world, they send their children to
What's this got to do with anything?
This ranch
this is
because
my apology.
they know
I've already done some good
my
stuff.
wife and I are going to be their parents for 10 days. They live in the house.
This must have been Imus's whole weekend, you know. I'll tell you, Durda.
Well,
I'd just be sitting there with the wife. I'll tell you, Durda. What about my cancer ranch?
They're going to
crucify me. But Imus, you know, that has nothing to do with anything.
You know what the weekend really was? Look, Imus, you had better get out there and apologize profusely because I can't show my face anywhere today.
Yeah.
Yes, dear.
You know, Hitler donated to the United Negro College Fund. I don't know how many people know that.
With us. They eat with us. They're with us 24 hours a day. There's not an African American.
We eat with niggers.
They eat with us.
I mean, the guy is just
We actually feed them.
Yeah, we eat with the niggers and the kikes.
I get the jigaboos and the chinks.
I'm sorry, Bernard, but who else you know eats with niggers?
You don't eat with niggers.
Name 5 people who eat with niggers.
Have you ever eaten with a nigger? I don't think so.
I don't.
Sid, do you eat with niggers?
No, Mr. Imus.
I didn't think so.
Around the room.
Why, I actually had one in the house.
A parent on the planet who has sent their child to the Imus ranch who didn't trust me and trust my wife.
I can show you a bunch of people who sent their kids to Michael Jackson.
We don't just go to the white kid's funeral. Little Michael Morton, God bless him, he turned 17 years old on Christmas Day. He died January 1st. And my wife and I, of course, went to his funeral. It was a homegoing service down near Philadelphia. My wife was from Connecticut.
We don't just go to the white kid's funeral.
There was 100 niggers at that funeral.
We go to Mud Baby's funeral, too.
It was, oh, my God, you wouldn't have believed what we saw.
What a dope.
Yeah, I know, he's such an asshole. This is so, I have, some of my best friends are black, routine.
Oh, yeah, I know black people.
Times a million, it's worse than that. It's like I go to black kids' funerals.
He probably celebrates.
I mean, Jesus.
He knew that we loved him, and he'd been to the ranch twice. 2 years ago, he came to the ranch, and he desperately wanted to win that ranch belt buckle.
Oh, my God.
I knew.
Fucking asshole.
What kind of an apology is this?
But only white kids won that.
Right.
And I explained that to him.
He wanted that Imus Ranch
and I took him aside.
belt buckle.
I took him aside. Listen, the other little niggers are going to make fun of you if you walk around in a cowboy belt. That's Imus. Imus uses the N-word. You know, this is such a charade. Now, all of a sudden, African-American.
I'm a good person.
This is a charade. Why would he put himself through this? Resign.
But saying I think what Robin's saying has a lot of validity to it, too. The wife's busting his chops.
Yeah, she loves going on on the Today Show and hanging out with Matt and this one and that one.
Yeah, she probably gave him the lecture. She said, listen, if I just wanted to marry a rich old fuck without fame, I could have done that. I could have given my body to someone. Now, if you're just going to go back to being like a rich old fuck with no kind of TV or radio
That's right. I have to go. I write recipe books that I get to sell on major television shows, and you're ruining it.
Now get out there and apologize to the niggers.
Should I wear my hat or take it off?
My God.
He was terminal then. And I had the stopwatch, and I could have let him win. Easily.
What?
But he would have known that, and I would have known that. Oh. And so he was pissed, and he at me and everybody else because he didn't win, and he came back last year.
Shut up.
And he tried with all his heart to...
This is more offensive to black people than the actual word.
I used to let him stand next to the silverware, unguarded.
I could have cheated and let the black guy win, but I didn't.
But that'd be like affirmative action, which I also hate.
Because he's a real smart black boy. He would have figured out right away that I was just being condescending because he's a black.
By saying they're in the house, too, it's like, we don't let them sleep with the horses next to the horse shit.
We eat with them.
Win, and he didn't win again.
Special treat.
Dude, your comment wasn't half as bad as this apology.
The apology.
Yeah, he's making his... This is all so much worse than what he said first.
The apology
let me get through the rest of this.
Let him win, but he... Well, I wouldn't do that, and he wouldn't have wanted me to do that. And then he went home and he died on Christmas Day. So...
You're a good man.
Yeah, what's Bernard doing? And Sid's dying to say something stupid.
Bernard's beating off during this.
Bernard's like, I'm the racist on the show. What do I do now, Imus?
This kid, I just want to say something. Look, this kid who died on Christmas, from the chemo, he vomited a lot. I ate his vomit. I ate it. I literally ate the man's vomit.
We don't just eat the white kid's vomit.
There's a lot more here, so let's get through it.
And these kids come out there and with sickle cell anemia. So I know
and I've touched them.
African-American children. And I don't need a come-to-Jesus experience. And you might say, well, if that's all true, why would you say this? I don't know why I said it. I mean, we're trying to be funny, but does that make it okay? Of course not. My wife and I were stunned this past summer at the number of kids with sickle cell. So I came on this radio program when I got back talking about sickle cell. I talked to politicians about it.
Wow.
I said, well, how much money is being spent on sickle cell? I don't know.
Because I'm sick of these black kids.
And I asked doctors.
I mean, every kid now is black.
That's why they call it sickle cell. I'm sick of it.
Is every goddamn kid with sickle cell?
Is there any research being done? Why? Nobody.
I'm just saving the black man.
Nobody called me. Nobody called me.
Nobody called to... Ralph Sharpton didn't call to thank me.
And nobody listens to you.
I found a cure for sickle cell anemia.
Somebody must have ratted you out even about this statement.
Black journalists called me. Nobody ever called me about any of that.
No.
So,
by the way, Deirdre is changing her name to Tanisha.
My wife and I took a child
all right.
with sickle cell
who
we had to send home because he was so sick. And so we had to take him to the hospital, which is 120 miles from the ranch. And so we all got in a pickup. Because he got a pickup,
and I called the hospital. I said, there's a lot of filthy niggers down there.
There's a kid rolling around on the back with some tarp. Could you pull him out?
Where's the black entrance to your hospital?
Dude, this is so offensive to me. You know what?
Now he's going to tell you every encounter he's ever had with a black person.
If someone had written a character like this in a book or something, you'd go, no, you're wrong. Nobody's like this. And he is. He's really this sleazy. Yeah. I mean, listen to what he's doing.
Yeah. He's reminding everyone of black people and how...
He's been good to them.
What was the point about sickle cell?
He talked to politicians about it and said, is anybody raising any money?
On his radio show.
Nobody called me.
And did any black journalists pick up on it? No, because they can't read.
Yeah, because that's what scientists are waiting to do. Who do we call? We got a cure for sickle cell. Should we call Imus?
Nobody called me.
Pipes on the pickup. And we roared on down to the doc sitting in the back running bag deals. And we roared on down to the University of New Mexico Hospital, which is a marvelous place.
I sped.
Charlotte was getting a hold of his mom. We were flying her out from New Jersey. And so he was holding my wife's hand because my wife was his surrogate mother for the time being. And he said, am I going to die here? And she said, no, you're not. So, and he did not.
See,
and so that's when I came back.
Deirdre saved him. She told him he was not going to die.
Deirdre's pretty special.
She's like Jesus.
You're going to die in the black hospital back in New Jersey.
She's not an annoying cunt like those basketball girls.
She's not a nappy-headed hoe.
Right. She held his hand. I got a lot of respect for women. What women?
So he was holding my wife's hand.
Deirdre can cure jigaboos.
Because she was a surrogate mother.
You know, I swear he was 3 shades lighter when we got him to the hospital.
Deirdre cured him.
Yeah, we're 50 years past it being a big deal when black and white people hold hands, Imus.
Yeah, I mean, listen to him. He had them in the house. He ate with them. And now he takes them to the hospital, and his wife actually held a hand.
And I don't get to say that she ate his boogers.
Right.
And next week she's going to dance with one.
We can talk about this. Does that mean that I should be forgiven for saying what I said about the Rutgers women?
Yes, that's what you're telling us.
That's not what this is about.
2 hours of shit I just said.
Because I'm a good person who said a bad thing.
Right.
I'm a good person. How can you even get that out of your mouth?
You can't blame it on being drunk.
You're an asshole who constantly says bad things.
It's like O.J.'s a good person who did a couple bad things.
You want to know what people called me for supporting Harold Ford Jr.? Do you want to know the mail I got to call me an ant lover? And do you want to know what people said to me for the years that I played Bishop Patterson's sermons? People tell me they didn't want to hear that. Well, you can imagine. You know what people said to me when I booked the Blind Boys of Alabama here years ago, and they've been on fairly regularly ever since then, about what they said about them and about me about all of the...
Wow, what a crusader.
And I said, look, Mom, I'm having them on.
He's broken some real ground here.
Did anyone ever bring up that I watched every episode of Good Times? Did anyone ever bring that up or write about it?
I've got
I love Jimmy J.J. Walker in Florida.
I was a big fan.
You know, the mother was Florida. A lot of people don't remember. And her husband went to Alaska. How many black people are in Alaska? I don't know.
How many people on the radio know all the words to the Jeffersons theme?
Let me say this.
I know them.
Moving on up to the east side.
That's right.
We finally got a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
He's congratulating himself for having black entertainers on his show.
Well, excuse me, Robin. I own 3 Marvin Gaye albums.
Who is he, Ed Sullivan?
I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking
I introduced
about...
the Beatles to the United States.
We're talking about ground that was broken a long time ago.
Do you know I'm the 8th flame of James Brown and the Flames?
Got American musicians over the years who I've had on this program.
What a hero.
So, does that mean that it's okay for me
I interviewed Stevie Wonder.
to say what I said about these Rutgers women?
I held Martin Luther King as he bled. That was Jesse Jackson.
I'm a Yankee fan, and this offseason the Yankees signed 3 black people. You think I care?
I hope you don't think that, because I don't think that.
I ate blue cheese out of Beetlejuice's ass.
Okay, that's a little gross.
Quite frankly, it's going to take that for me to believe this apology.
If Imus comes on my show and eats blue cheese out of Beetlejuice's ass, I'll forgive him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm outraged.
I don't want to hear about eating with people.
So I'm going to go...
What a big deal that is.
That job is so important to him, he would eat blue cheese out of Beetlejuice's ass if this would all go away.
See, now, the people over at Viacom should be thinking creatively.
Yeah, let's turn lemons into lemonade.
Talk to these women, if they'll let me, and tell them what I've just told you.
No, they want to hear that.
What have I learned from this?
What have you learned?
Because Reverend DeForest said, I want you to tell me what you've learned. Here's what I've learned.
Oh.
That you can't make fun of everybody because some people don't deserve it.
Why not? Who cares if they deserve it or not? Just don't be a fucking racist asshole.
Actually, you know, if you're going to make fun of... These are girls that are doing great in life. You just don't know... You can make fun of them. Just do it in a way that's funny and not racist.
Make fun of them, not just look at a bunch of people and only see black.
Yeah, they're doing, they're doing fine in life, these girls. Don't worry about it.
I told Reverend Kelly DeForest
whoever that is.
Who is Kelly DeForest? Isn't it DeForest Kelly?
Reverend Calvin DeForest.
I think he was Bones on Star Trek.
I said Larry Bud Melman.
Bones and Larry Bud Melman. I said, I've learned I'm not funny.
Exactly.
I'm really not.
I was trying to be funny.
I'm a pretentious fucking bore. I was never supposed to be funny. I used to play 16 records an hour, and then Howard started talking.
Yeah, he starts talking about 35 years of trying to be funny, and all I heard was Moby Worm and...
There's nothing funny there.
Here's air supply.
Because the climate on this program has been what it's...
What?
I hate to be a pest, but I guess our Playboy friend has to leave by 20 to 10.
Oh, dear.
All right, well, get her in here then.
She can listen to Imus's.
Let her come in and listen.
Does she like black people?
Let me get up for this.
Do you know I like the Black Vulcan on Star Trek?
Yeah. Who else likes the Black Vulcan? No one.
No one. No one liked him. Everyone voted against him. Oh.
Look at this piece of ass.
Baby. Looking good, honey. You sweet thing. Look at you all confident.
Look at Vito over there with the raccoon eyes.
Raccoon eyes.
Not you. He was talking about Vito, the guy who was in here before.
Sorry.
By the way, the episode of you coming in here and getting naked for the Playboy photographer, that's a killer. Everyone watches that. I mean, you look real good on that.
Really?
Yeah,
Thank
you really do. How old are you again?
I'm 20.
20. You came in here.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from right outside Philadelphia.
All right, right outside Vito today. Thanks for that. Got a new Whack Pack member. Not right, Daniel. Hey, did we finish the Imus apology?
No, we got interrupted.
It's the hottest chick ever had to come in, Robin. Excuse us.
We forgot all about it.
I can't believe I called that girl.
Doesn't mean.
There's only 46 seconds left, but we should hear it just in case there's a gem in there.
There's probably a
wind-up.
Yeah.
That it has to be that way for the next 5 years or whatever. Because that has to change. So, and I understand that. And wouldn't you think our job at that ranch is to restore the self-esteem and the dignity and the confidence of these children? Well, why would I think then it's okay to go on the radio last Wednesday and make fun of these kids who just played for the national championship? Well, I can't answer that. I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that. I did a bad thing. But I'm a good person. And that will change.
He's going to become a bad person.
You know, somebody drummed that into his head. I did a bad thing, but I'm a good person.
Well, that was Mel Gibson said that.
He repeated that about 50 times.
I have a dream. Right into some shitty music. True Imus for tradition. Well, okay, something interesting finally happened on that show.
It took 35 years.
Yeah. If I was him, I'd continue in that vein with being racist on the air. Because...
And apologize every other day. Insult one day and apologize the next.
It's the first time we've been forced to play a clip from that horrible show.
Thank God you played the apology. Someone heard it.
I just want to say I'm a good person who did a bad thing, but that's going to change.
I'm a good person.
I'm going to become a bad person that does good things.
Just because I did this thing for 35 years doesn't mean I have to do it for 5 more.
I'm going to become a black person that does... Wait a minute. What am I going to become? I'm going to become a good person.
An African-American.
I'm going to become a rabbi.
Is that right, Imus?
Yeah, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu.
Nice.
Bernard's going to become a good person.
Well, he's funny because he says, you know, my job when he's at the ranch is to restore the self-esteem of these kids, so he must be failing terribly.
Can you imagine the guy in charge of instilling self-esteem in black children with Imus? Like, that's what the world's come down to? That old fucking coot is busy giving blacks self-esteem. You know, I should, you know, one of the things that helped myself is I started dressing up like a cowboy. And I'm thinking you could dress up. You should dress up like that little black from the Little Rascals.
Pick a character.
You know, Stymie?
Stymie.
Yeah. Stymie used to wear buckwheat, had the big nappy hair.
Do you know who I liked? I liked Step and Fetch It.
Yeah. Dance. I'm going to shoot my 6-gun at your feet while you dance.
I liked Heckle and Jekyll, those two colored crows.
I say.
Foghorn
Dance, boy. The coolest move is that, like, no one's writing about the fact that here's a guy, clearly senile, dressing like a cowboy.
Nobody ever... We're the only people who bring it up.
If I came in every day...
If you walk in here with a 10-gallon...
You know, but let's say every day I decided dressing up like a
fireman.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you would never say anything. I mean, of course you would say something.
Of course, I'd have to address
Like, what did you say, Howard? This is the 5th day in a row you're a firefighter.
You wouldn't even get past day one.
How does Charles McCord not say, Imus, this is like the 500th day in a row that you've dressed up like a professional cowboy, and there's no cattle in sight? And
doesn't everybody else in the studio say to themselves, well, we're underdressed. We should be wearing costumes.
Charles should be a belly dancer. Like, everyone should have a costume and wear it every day.
And Sid Rosenberg should dress like Snow White.
I'm a cowboy, you're a fireman, and Bernard is an Eagle Scout.
We need an Indian chief.
Sid's mailing it in. He came as a bum.
That's a heroin addict. Well, we got to do news, and the guys are all waiting to get in here, too, but I'll give you some treat first. This is an English fisting documentary.
What are you talking about?
This is a documentary on fisting.
Somebody did a documentary. What is fisting exactly? Maybe I'm confused.
It's when gay guys stick their fists up each other's ass. So you got to hear this.
This is what I thought it was.
There's actual video accompaniment, but...
For another turn, how long do you think he'll last with these two characters?
Not long. If he threw out that Misty the prostitute, I'm sure he's not going to last long with Jeff the Vomit Guy. By the way, a documentary on the making of the commercial will air next month on Howard TV. It looks very, very funny. Let's go over to John Hine, who hosts a wrap-up show every day at 11 o'clock, or as close as we can get to it. Johnny boy, what do you got for us?
Eric the Midget has moved over to Sanjaya's side, but that couldn't help him win a wrestling trivia contest against Vito over here. We're going to talk about the quiz, what Vito was willing to do with Captain Sack and Commander Penis to get a signed picture with you, Howard, and how Not Right Uncle Daniel held up in the studio a few minutes ago.
Right.
Plus,
Not Right Uncle Daniel.
Plus, Team Artie had its final weigh-in for the Battle of the Blobs, and in a surprise to no one, Benji will be the one moving on along with Team Sabian. We'll discuss how things went down, Artie's payoffs, and take calls on whether Scott the engineer should have taken Artie's money when he had the chance. Plus, Imus is still apologizing for his remarks about the Rutgers women's basketball team. We'll go.
I got to cancel the ranch. Please, just take that into consideration.
I actually have the kids in the house.
Oh, Wilbur.
Deidre held a dying black child's hand.
Deirdre held. We gotta take our favorite moments from Imus's apology.
Yeah, because there are too many. He ate with them.
I don't want to say, but I know this is going to sound, but I ate with blacks.
You ate with blacks, wow. And Deirdre held the hand of a dying black.
I begged these politicians to spend money on sickle celery, sir.
And no one
called me. And then there was the kid who wanted the Imus belt buckle, but he wouldn't cheat for him.
Yeah, I won't cheat for them.
I could have turned up, but he would have known, and I would have known, and we would have both known.
We got to play the apology tomorrow again. We might have to play that apology every fucking day.
I say we give the apology its own channel.
Give him his own show.
Just on a loop, like this show is. That apology is just on a loop for a week.
Hey, Tim, tonight, can we do a special 1-hour program where they just replayed Imus's apology over and over again? 1 hour midnight for people before they go to bed.
Hosted by Not Right Daniel.
Right. Not Right Uncle Daniel.
Not Right Uncle Daniel. I'm sorry.
Well, we're going to go over the apologies.
Uncle Not Right Daniel.
And how sincere they are. The effect this will have on the ranch, and how everyone is seeing Imus's true nature that was evident back in Howard's WNBC days. And last but not least...
I saw the color purple 54 times. Oh, and so did Charles.
Pop that, McGurk.
I did. I saw it.
What are you doing over there, Imus?
I actually was crying when that colored girl won that Oscar.
Halle Berry?
No, that other colored girl.
The Jennifer Hudson girl?
Yeah, the chubby colored girl.
The nappy, chubby girl?
That chubby, nappy-headed girl.
She looked like the sister of the kid who kid that was going to die, and she held her hand.
Deirdre told the kid he was not going to die.
And how do you say your wife's name?
Deirdre.
The editor. Because I never can say it right. How do you say that?
Deirdre. I think it's a Welsh name. It means woman married to a douchebag.
It's got 18 syllables.
Deirdre.
I heard she almost married Captain Sack, but then she met you.
More cash.
Right.
Deirdre.
Say it soft and it sounds almost like praying. But you're sorry about calling the girls nappy-headed, right?
I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. Sorry, nigger.
Oh.
And I hope that you'd have the good sense not to mention this to anybody.
That was a sincere apology.
You know, that's the most honest thing I've ever heard you say, Imus.
Thank you.
Why would you just go? Why did he just quit the business? Like, I mean, like, just be done.
I keep telling you, that wife is in it to be Mrs. Imus, who gets to go on the Today Show. Not Mrs. Imus, who sits at the ranch watching him rock in a chair.
Well, you know...
I'm thinking of quitting the show.
Put down that axe.
She dresses up like a cowgirl as well. You know?
She dresses up like Pocahontas.
She does. She dresses up, too.
She has her own Western outfit.
I wish she dresses Princess Leia, but she doesn't want to.
Let's rehearse your apology.
Matter of fact,
I put 2 big bagels on her head.
Wyatt dressed like Yoda.
Let's rehearse your apology again, Don.
Here I go. Let me do it. Happy Kwanzaa.
I want to say that I'm sorry to all the nigger Americans. I mean, African coloreds. Nigger American.
And a special shout out to Uncle Ben.
When will he just go ahead and adopt a black child?
I'm doing that.
I'm on the phone with Angelina Jolie.
I'm going to Al Sharpton today to adopt. I'm going to adopt Al Sharpton. Anything else, Johnny?
One last thing.
I'm going to breastfeed Al Sharpton.
Shannon James got a shot at Playboy thanks to this show, but she wouldn't reward Artie with any action. Plus, Shannon James came in and looked great, but didn't want to have sex with anybody. Imus Howard spent a long time talking about today in his sincere apology. And we had Vito and Not Right Uncle Daniel come in. Vito won the wrestling quiz against Eric the Midget, but then, of course, wanted an autographed picture with Howard and subjected himself to a teabag and Richard's dick to his face? Is that what?
Well, it had a banana on it.
Okay. Well,
so it wasn't an actual dick.
Well, that makes it okay then, I guess. And lots of other stuff happening on the show. So a busy Monday, to say the least. Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome back, John.
Hi, John.
Hello, Artie.
And John was one of the sports pricks in the back room correcting me when I thought Freddie Rodriguez played second for the Pirates.
No, it was a better name that you could. Somebody Sanchez.
Freddie Sanchez.
It is Freddie Sanchez.
It is. I know.
Actually, you know what? I want to talk about something interesting with you and John that I thought was sort of fascinating. You know how you wrote a check to all of the guys on your team today?
Yeah.
John's clearly the only guy that's not going to cash the check.
I know. I mean, well,
no, I think that's admirable.
Well,
Artie and I.
Or is that a road?
We're looking at the face of Imus on the cover of the New York Post. Artie and I.
Or is that a road map? I don't know.
He looks awful. How old is Imus, for real?
67.
Is that his for real age or just what they're putting in the paper?
That's the closest for real number we're going to get.
If you looked at this
Doesn't he look 80?
I mean, if you looked at this picture, you'd go, that's a 105-year-old man. I
right.
mean,
You say, how is he still working? Of course he said something stupid.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom about it. She goes, I don't think he knows what he's saying. I think he's singing on it. Right. How old is he? I go, I don't know, but that's a good theory.
Yeah.
And I would go with that one over, like,
I'm crazy.
Yeah, I just go, look, I'm old.
I've got Alzheimer's.
I don't know what's going on. Who said what?
I'm the Alzheimer's jock.
He's worse than Not Right Daniel.
Yeah. Well, anyway, good morning. We have a fun show for you today. We have tons of Imus stuff. I mean, of course, I've only read about the Reverend Al Sharpton show, but I want to actually hear it. That's going to happen today.
Al Sharpton finally pulled out a good radio show.
Yeah, we actually have to listen to it. I like that they suspended Imus for 2 weeks. But their suspension begins on Monday.
Right, I couldn't understand that.
I got to tell you, I was so jealous. I went, ooh, what could I say to get off for 2 weeks?
Well, you know what I was thinking? You said the name Sirius, and they suspended you immediately for a day. They didn't have to wait and think about it. Imus calls a bunch of young girls nappy-headed hoes,
and
they're still thinking about it.
Well, you know, you got to realize, I mean, Imus, let me be honest with you, okay? And don't think I'm saying this because I'm in some sort of competition with this guy. We never competed. No. I mean, it was over the day I went in mornings. I was number 1 and he was number 22. Imus has 0 ratings, pretty much. Not 0. Okay, let's be honest. A 2, if that.
That would be nice.
And his audience is 1,000 years old, not really that attractive, but for some reason, he seems to bring in money. It's the biggest enigma to me in my entire career. I used to say Imus was born with a lucky star over his head. It's just an amazing career of no listeners and tremendous financial rewards. I mean, really blows my mind.
He does the most with the least.
Does the most with the least. He really does. He's the most successful broadcaster, in my opinion, because he does nothing. Yeah. He mumbles. He can't speak English. I mean, he can't be understood. He was never funny.
He's reinvented himself a dozen times.
He was never funny. I mean, you listen to the show, I defy you to laugh.
At one time, he was a music jock.
Yeah.
And then he was supposed to be this funny guy who did bits and characters. And now he's this political pundit.
Now he's political, and who knows what he is.
Who's supposed to be funny sometimes.
By the way, one of my favorite things about his apology, he took off his cowboy hat for the apology.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's when he's sincere, I guess, without the hat. He's not Cowboy Bob.
Yeah, he's not his cowboy character for the apology. And, you know, like
this is Amish talking.
Like Robin said to me this morning, you know, I hate to revel in someone else's misery, but it is fun.
Oh, come on.
This is fun.
Someone else. I mean,
and you want to know something? It's like I said yesterday.
This isn't a person.
The guy's got all the dough in the world.
Right. Yeah, it's not like he'll really... He's not going to fall on hard times as a result of
go away. Really, it's time.
Your time has passed.
I mean, he went on Sharpton's show and said, you people, black people hate when you say you people. It's like something everyone knows who's the least bit aware of our society.
I mean, he would have had to be under a rock not to know not to use that term.
Yeah. He goes, I don't know what I got to do to please you people. And then,
or he said, I can't win with you people.
Yeah.
What people?
Yeah, what people?
I mean, that's an insulting thing to say about... I mean, if you're talking about a person's family and you said it, just not to know that means socially you're retarded.
It's the greatest. She's completely insane.
I know. That's what kills me. I'm like,
First of all,
keeps making it worse.
What kind of asshole goes on the Reverend out? Let's say I said the worst racial insult in the world, and I'm about to lose my job. Okay, if I'm broadcasting in my second year of my broadcasting world, I'm going to go apologize, you know.
To everybody.
To everybody.
You'll go to individual homes.
Yeah, but Imus has got a bunch of dough, and he's done this a million years. I find it hard to believe he's so much in love with that stupid job. I mean, I'm almost thinking of becoming racially insensitive just to get the fuck out of here. I wish they'd fire my ass.
You didn't know that was the way.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'll leave.
There's the door.
What is that? I have to leave? Oh, I'm so... I don't get to go to the advertiser's breakfast? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, I was laughing. The things that make me laugh are, you know, here's Hall of Fame broadcaster Don Imus.
Hall of Fame.
This is Mr. Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so, you know, I thought it was funny that first of all, who in their right mind would go to Reverend Al Sharpton to apologize for something you've said? Here is a man, you talk about racially insensitive.
And reinventing yourself.
Yeah, go back to the days of Tawana Brawley and the Korean, remember the Korean delis were being boycotted? Listen to this shit this motherfucker had to say. This is like the pot calling the kettle black. Racist. There's nobody more racist than Al Sharpton.
Now all of a sudden he's just a politician.
Right. And if you've noticed, Al Sharpton's move is to get you in the studio and then not accept your apology.
That's the best.
That's the best.
It was like, you know, where you were playing the Bill O'Reilly thing. He lured the lawyer in there to say stupid things about American Idol and our Sanjaya movement. Well, that's what Al Sharpton did to Imus.
You know, so the fun thing about all of this is that he goes in there, that fool, Imus, to apologize to Reverend Al Sharpton, a guy who's a quack.
Who was the last person who did this? You know, Al Sharpton.
Michael Richards.
Yeah, his radio show has become the place where you go to apologize.
To black people. Reverend Al Sharpton, who any self-respecting black person doesn't even look at as a legitimate figure.
Well, unfortunately, you can't say that because these charlatans manage to get themselves into the highest places. The mayor meets with him.
That's true.
Hillary Clinton meets with him.
That is true. So, you know, it's just funny to me that he goes on the Sharpton show, and he's going to sit there and apologize to this maniac.
Believe me, I'm sure Imus has said some not too pleasant things about Al Sharpton.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Oh, yeah.
So Sharpton was probably like, I got me a good chance here to get back at this fucking cracker.
We got to taste some white meat today.
Yeah, white meat.
Taste them also. You know, I for years have said that the black guy that people should apologize to after racial remarks is Mickey Rivers. They should just meet Mickey Rivers at Yankee Stadium.
Why Mickey Rivers?
Just because he's better. Anything's better than Al Sharpton. That's the point.
And I wonder, like, I think somebody must have said, you know, the cowboy hat is usually what a guy's wearing before he lynches a black man.
Yeah, you know the song.
You know.
Nigger-hating hat.
Remember that song? You got nigger-hating hat?
I'll see if it's in
This is a song some listener sent in about cowboy hats. You know, and he called it nigger-hating hats.
Yeah. So that's why Imus got rid of it.
Yeah, because, you know, here I'm looking at the front page of the paper. Imus apologizes, and in front of Al Sharpton, he won't wear his cowboy hat. Because someone probably got a hold of him and said, listen, not that cowboys are racist, but if you're going to really talk about it, why not dress up as a street cleaner?
Right.
It's not fair to label every cowboy in history as racist, but a good 95% of them might have been.
Yeah, you see that hat, and you go, you know, it just doesn't look right. So, I don't know if you have that song handy, Fred.
Nah, I've got a bunch of other N-word songs, but not that one.
We'll skip
that
it.
one?
I think that's on Imus' CD collection.
You don't have that song?
No. I've got every other N-word song there is.
Yeah.
Leroy, the big-lipped, blah, blah.
Right. Well, anyway, why don't we get that in our arsenal?
Send a note.
For the next time Imus fucks up.
We'll have to send him off with this one.
Yeah, so now the management has said, let's keep him on for the rest of the week, and we'll suspend him for 2 weeks. And by the way, now I would have to vote that there's probably a 70% chance they're going to have to fire this guy. As soon as you go to the 2-week suspension...
And people aren't satisfied with that. They're already saying, hey, that's not enough.
Well, he's in for a shitstorm because the girls' basketball team's going to have a press conference, and that's going to look real bad.
Right, yeah. Well, I saw a statement by the coach that said Imus took away their moment.
Yeah.
You know?
That's great.
Ooh, that's bad.
Exactly. Now they're going for the jugular there.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in a shitstorm.
Ooh, it's bad. It's bad.
Think about it too, and not to fan the flames.
I guarantee you the wife leaves him. If he loses his
Absolutely.
job, she leaves him in a year.
I'm telling you, it's just like, what's that guy who ran Tyco? His wife got the $1 million birthday party. Where is she now? In divorce court.
Yep.
He's in jail. She's in divorce court.
Howard, if she leaves him, I will work out to get somewhat doable again and try to...
Date her?
Desperately to fuck her.
I will leave Beth and fuck her. Just to...
Well, you're a slam dunk. I mean, you're with Beth. You got a thing going on. I would have to, just as this show's representative, lose 100 pounds and try to fuck her.
I have just figured out how Imus can get out of all this. He can say, you know what? I'm going to let Howard Stern fuck my wife. That's how you can punish me.
Let me think about it. Would the world accept that? Let me think about it. You're putting that on the table?
Yes.
Would the world accept that?
Because yesterday Al Sharpton said, how do you think you should be punished?
I think Howard Stern should fuck my wife.
Let Al Sharpton do it.
Al, I'd like to let you fuck my wife on pay-per-view.
She's a beautiful white woman, Al.
You know what? If it was me, honestly, at this point in my career, and let's say, I did something stupid like that, I would just go on radio and say, look, I'm not going on Al Sharpton's show. Al Sharpton is a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck what color he is. And he's just a human being that is bankrupt. And quite frankly, he should pay his bills.
Yeah, but you'd have to know all that.
Yeah.
Imus doesn't know anything.
Right. And then I would just say, look, I would rather just leave the radio than apologize to that motherfucker.
As far as Imus is concerned, Al Sharpton is a reputable black man.
Yeah.
Well, it goes back to that theory that nobody, even the assholes, can't be assholes anymore. Nobody's got balls.
And I can
just say I'm an asshole, fuck it. I made a living out of this.
That would have been the best apology. I'm a stupid asshole.
And I made millions doing it.
I like Al Sharpton, by the way. I've had him on the show with James Brown.
Charming man.
Many times.
He's entertaining.
He's entertaining. He's charming. And, but he is a racist. And, in fact, I like him so much, and I've rarely done this. When he got stabbed, I went and visited him in the hospital because I like the guy. He's a very nice man personally, but man, oh man, would I apologize to Al Sharpton? It's demeaning.
Why would you? He owes everybody else an apology. He's never apologized.
Where's it? Let him come in here and apologize. Let him apologize to that guy's life he almost ruined.
Yeah.
The prosecutor. I mean, come on. Al Sharpton. Imus, get some fucking dignity.
He doesn't have any. I mean, that is the most telling thing about Imus. He doesn't know where to go, he doesn't know what to do, and he doesn't know what to say.
He should say that. He should say, you know what? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. And if you want me to, if NBC and Viacom want me off the air, then take me off the air. Who gives a shit?
No, he can't say that. Because, again, you hit it on the head. That wife is out of there.
Right.
With Wyatt. Wyatt.
Deirdre left.
Deirdre took Wyatt.
Anyway, we got some great tape for you.
Gabby.
Richard Simmons is supposed to stop. He's a troubled girl.
Be a little sympathetic to these women.
He must be with Britney Spears. What do you think of the whole Imus thing? Do you follow that story at all?
You know, I've never watched him or heard him.
He's very ugly.
But you would have to agree. If you're going to be serious, if you're not going to be serious about this, I won't get to it.
Well, I'm being very serious.
We're very serious about this.
It was not good.
Not good. When I worked with him,
not good.
I used to go on the air. And
did you work with him?
Yes, I worked at NBC
That's the same
Radio.
building, yeah.
If you ever saw my movie, you'd know that. Now.
And were you friends?
No. He was not nice to me.
He was not nice to you?
And then he sucked up to me when he saw my ratings go up, and he emulated a lot of the elements of my show.
Took them.
The day that I saw this man walk through the halls of NBC, he went up to a black receptionist and called her a nigger right to her face.
That is not true.
It is absolutely true.
Absolutely true.
Why did he do that?
And I've said that all along. Why? Because he's whacked out of his skull. And lovely girl, name was Brenda. Robin knows about this. And in fact, he doesn't deny it. And
yeah, he was confronted by Larry King about this.
Yeah.
And he said it's probably true. He couldn't say no.
So I think this is what's in his heart. You know, I really do. And I know, I have a shocking radio show, but I don't have those feelings about people.
Do you think that people will forgive him and he will...
I think he's done.
Yes.
I think he's done.
We can only hope.
No, I'm not, and it's not wishful thinking. You know what? I'm not looking for people to be miserable. I am telling you, I think he's done. I don't see how he can get out of this one.
Really?
And he should never have apologized to Reverend Al Sharpton, who's a big racist himself.
Well, maybe, seriously, Robin, maybe he is sorry.
Maybe
I'm
he is.
sure he's sorry now.
But for what reason?
He's sorry because it's working out so badly for him.
Yeah, but I think in his inner heart, don't you think he's sorry for what he just said?
Richard, yesterday he went on the Al Sharpton radio show, and he tried to apologize, and his apology wasn't being accepted, and he finally ended by saying, I can't win with you people.
With you people.
That's right. It's not a good apology.
I just hope God forgives him, and I hope that he's able to pick up the pieces, because we all want
There
people.
is no God.
Is that right, Artie?
I'm in a bad way now.
What's wrong with you, sweetie?
The Imus comments. Did your ass hurting? I can't think of it. I can't get over this.
You can't get over what?
It's been a rough morning for me.
Well, take off your glasses and let me look in your eyes.
He can't. He's on heroin.
Little napper-headed hose.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this stuff because we're having fun. Now we're having fun. Anybody else's miseries are fun. Let's see. I believe there's a whole Imus page, so let's get right to it.
Gotta be an Imus page.
All right.
By the way, we're adding to the Imus page every minute.
What's going on now?
Bill Maher called Imus to tell him that you can only apologize so many times and then it's on them.
He was on the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the blacks. Now it's on the blacks.
Them.
Who's
I know
them?
what you mean. Them.
All right, let's see. Here's Imus on Al Sharpton. Now, hey, J.D., should I play the comments in red? See, he broke these into color codes. Green and red being the best clips.
Yeah, I mean, I like it all. So, I mean, if you want to do the whole thing, but the red is definitely a must play.
That's the gold.
I vote we hear it all.
I vote for you.
And then that Bill Maher clip is up there, too, in light blue.
All right, thanks.
Is it light blue, not red?
Light blue means, it's not that much.
Thank you, J.D. And thank you for your music.
What we have is a comedy show, which it is.
Oh, shit.
Who is this codger with?
I'm not a journalist. I'm not Tim Russert. I'm not a politician. I don't have any. We don't have an agenda. Our agenda is to try to be funny. And sometimes we go too far, but sometimes we go way too far. In this case, we
Mr. Imus, do you think it's funny to call people nappy-headed hoes?
No, I don't.
So you thought it was funny Wednesday morning?
I don't know if I thought it was funny or not, but it was a situation where we're sitting there rapping, see? And I'm saying I watched the game last night between Rutgers and Tennessee. And I heard one of the sportscasters say Rutgers is a lot tougher team. And so I got on the air, and I said, man, they are tough. I said, they got tattoos. And then somebody else said something, and then I said that. So, and at the time I said it, because I'm talking about 2 African-American teams. And at the time I said it, I didn't think, I know, I'm just telling you what I thought. I didn't think it was racial. I wasn't even thinking racial. I was thinking like a West Side Story deal, like one team's tough and one team's not so tough.
Nappy is racial.
Yes, sir, I understand that.
Why would you apologize to Reverend Al Sharpton? I would just say, listen, Al, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I know you're as racist as I am. And you've
said your bits. What did you think when you were talking?
What did you think? I came here for advice, Al. What did you think when you talked about Korean deli owners?
How'd you get out of it?
Yeah. Yeah. How did you get? I just came here to find out how to get out of this stuff. You seem to be the guy who can weasel out of anything. I mean, don't go on there and apologize to Al Sharpton and answer his questions like he's some sort of prosecuting attorney. What a dumb fucking move.
But you knew he was doomed when he did that.
Go on with Barbara Walters. You know? Go on with Larry King. So were you a racist? Larry, no, I wasn't. I believe you, Imus. I know you do many good deeds for young black children.
Right, he usually goes to Larry King.
Don't
I don't know why he went to Al.
Because he fucking panicked. He's stupid. I told you, he's senile.
Are you a racist? No. Enough said.
I would say, you know what? I'm not going to a racist to apologize for my racist comments.
I'll be in trouble if I go over there.
Wannabes and jigaboos is racial.
I did not say that, and that was said in the context.
You didn't argue with it either. It was the same conversation.
No, sir, but that was presented in the context of the Spike Lee film.
And again, this was in that film with light-skinned blacks and dark-skinned blacks. That was what that was about, which is what the analogy, I assume, was being raised.
What did you say about the guy in Tawana Brawley? I mean, why would you argue this with Al Sharpton?
Again, Imus doesn't know anything about Al Sharpton.
He's like a deer in the headlights.
He thinks he's Martin Luther King.
Yeah. I thought I was coming on the Martin Luther King show. I didn't realize it was with you.
Where's Martin?
I say.
When do I get to talk to Martin?
Imus is a moron. I told you that.
Has anybody here seen my old friend Martin?
In terms of the 2 teams with Tennessee and Rutgers.
Well, we weren't really thinking about that. That's obvious.
So we made all of these analogies. Let me get this right. You call these people nappy-headed hoes, but you wasn't talking racial when you said nappy. Jigaboos and wannabes, but you didn't understand what you were saying. You just, what are you saying? You blanked out?
Oh, no, I didn't. No. I didn't. Don't tell me. I didn't say I didn't understand what we were saying. I said I wasn't thinking that. Now, if somebody says jigaboos and wannabes, then my frame of reference is a Spike Lee film.
Right.
It's not
which was about light-skinned blacks.
I understand that, but I'm not thinking that it is a racial insult that's being uttered at somebody. At the time, I think it's in the process of this.
Holy mackerel. He needs to rest. He needs to go back with his first wife.
Where's Deirdre? Is she following him around while he's doing all this?
Deirdre was packing her bag.
Deirdre's at the ranch, barricading the door.
Trying to rap and be funny. I mean, I understand it's not funny. I understand there's no excuse for it. I'm not pretending that there is. So I wish I hadn't have said it. I'm sorry I said it.
You're not kidding.
Because look at where I am.
You know, Imus had a perfectly nice life. He had no listeners. Nobody ever bothered him. He was like famous for not being famous.
And he didn't give interviews. Now
all of a sudden he's got all this attention and he's cracking. He handled that like shit.
I know. He's not doing very well.
He never did.
For that particular answer, I give a grade D.
I would have walked in prepared. I would have said, Al, I came here basically to get advice. Here's every shitty thing you ever said. And no one ever busts your balls
about it. How'd you get away with it?
If you realize that something must be done, why would you then feel that we are out of order to ask that you step aside?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you don't think we're out of order?
No, sir.
So you come to sign your resignation?
No, I'm not signing anything.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying you have the right.
Do you want to determine what ought to happen, even though you were the one that did the wrong?
I didn't say that either.
Okay.
I say you have the right to say and do whatever you want to do. What I want you to do, and everybody else, everybody who's calling me a racist, everybody who's calling me a bigot, everybody who says I don't know anything about him, So I've heard people say, I don't know what's in his heart, and I don't know, I've never listened to his show, but I want him fired. That's an ill-informed decision.
Oh, now we have to listen to the show?
If we find out what's in your heart, you'll never last.
I just don't want to have to listen to the show. I think he's implying we have to listen to him.
Well, you know,
that's your punishment.
I don't think you find out what's in his heart when you listen to the show.
I want everyone to listen to me and decide. Well, how are we going to do that? It's so fucking boring.
It's an ill-informed decision.
Read my blog. Let me say this. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk to Brian Monroe and all. I don't know what's it.
Break? He has sponsors?
I don't know. I don't know what they break to. It could be community service announcements.
We're going to just break.
I need a break. They said Al refused to, like, sit in the room and talk to Imus. He walked out during the breaks.
Oh, what a douche.
Yeah,
I want people
I'm not going to call you a name. I'm not going to call you a bigot. I'm going to say what you said was racist. I'm going to say what you said was abominable. I'm going to say you should be fired for saying it.
That's fine.
You could be fired and the nicest guy in the world, but you ought to be fired.
That's fine.
I'm going to take a break, and we're going to talk about it. I will give you credit for showing up. And I didn't give you more credit if you decide to change your mind about resigning.
But you're not making an informed decision, Reverend Al.
Well, I want you to inform me. Because one thing you'll find out about me, I don't meet privately. I meet publicly so we can put it all on the line. And you act like a tough guy over there at the other station, so let's be tough and let's deal with it. You've been tough enough to say you're wrong. Let's see what the punishment you think should be. We'll be right back. Keeping it real. Imus did show up, y'all. And I'm still here.
Wow. Yo. Two assholes. Two assholes on the radio together. In perfect harmony.
There was too many assholes for that room.
Yeah. It was assholes on parade. Yeah. And now some messages from some blood-sucking Jews on the Al Sharpton Show. Oh, man. What's he doing, Imus? Oh, fucking asshole.
He's doing what he normally does. He's putting his foot in his mouth without any help.
I tell you, they need some brains over at that MSNBC and WFAN. They need someone to sit down and fucking figure out that you don't go to apologize to Al Sharpton.
Well, who would you be talking to who would tell you that?
Over there, I don't know. I don't know who the players are anymore. Nobody gives a shit over there anyway.
Obviously, there's nobody over there with any sense because they let him go.
Yeah. I think they were even sitting there with him.
It looks like I'm looking at the paper.
Where's she is? You see this young lady?
Yes, sir.
This young lady just graduated AMDA, went to Temple. She is not a nappy-headed hoe. She's my daughter. And when I heard what you said, I got to defend my daughter. This is not about whether you're a good man. It's about how you devalue, how my daughters and the daughters of a lot of people listening are going to be looked at in this world. You have anchormen from news, network news. You have senators. You have presidential candidates that come on your show. Are we now saying it's acceptable in the middle of these kind of candidates and these anchormen for you to sit up and call my daughter a hoe? That's what we're talking about here?
Absolutely not.
Well, then how can we then say that?
Absolutely not. Merrily we roll along.
He's fucked. He's gone. Out in Z. I'm with the next in Z.
Is there a bigger nightmare than...
You know this is good for? I'm just thinking maybe Opie and Anthony will rise up from a 0.0. Maybe they'll pick up some listeners. 0.0. They had a 0.0 in Las Vegas.
That is really the funniest. That's the funniest story to make. 0.0.
0.0. How can you have 0 listeners?
If Imus a week ago, if you would have told him he would be mumbling like an idiot in front of Al Sharpton on his show.
He'd have told you you're out of your mind.
Oh, it's so great.
Yeah, I thought he thought this was going to go a lot better.
Oh, he thought he had the gift of gab.
I would have said you're a crazy guinea.
Answer to that is I'm a good guy.
Why isn't there the same kind of outrage, let me ask you, in the black community when rappers and other people in the black community, athletes in the black community, defame and demean black women?
I am one of them that
worse names than I ever did.
And I am absolutely outraged by it. I attack it. I disagree with it. I've had friends of mine that use bad raps on radio that was fired, and I do not think that there ought to be 2 standards. I think you ought to join them.
Oh, walked into the wrong door that time.
Whoa.
The question is not whether you're a rabid racist with intent. If you commit a crime, intent may be an element, but the crime is still there. To go to court and say, Your Honor, I didn't intend it. I got up this morning and I really was going to go to work, but I got mad and killed the guy. You still are guilty. The question, intent, you yourself said it was repugnant and all of that. Here's what I hear you saying, Mr. Imus. It's repugnant, it's unbelievable, but let's get past that, go on to the next commercial, and I live to curse another day.
I didn't say that.
What are you saying?
I didn't say anything.
That's exactly right. No, you and I agree. You're not saying anything.
Well, I'm not saying anything about firing?
About what if you don't think.
I would have walked out. I would have said,
really?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no way to talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Your resignation is in order. What do you think the price should be that you pay? Not that I would agree with him. I'm just curious. What do you think?
I haven't thought about that.
I know.
Oh, Al Sharpton is so sanctimonious.
Oh,
he's such
in
a good
his
man.
element here.
He's such a good man.
When what's his name, Imus, walked into that studio, he had given up.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to Al Sharpton.
You got to be insane to go to Al Sharpton. This did him no good.
Mr. Imus, you said going off that something about you wanted to do something with sickle cell or something and wanted to meet with these young ladies.
Oh, well, here's what this is slightly interesting, and perhaps not.
Listen, how is Imus on the radio? Do you understand?
I think that's interesting, perhaps not.
I mean, what the fuck? Do you understand a word he says?
This is what I heard when we first came to NBC, and they all told me he was the greatest radio person.
But I was talking about a ranch. We have a working cattle ranch for kids with cancer out in New Mexico. My wife and I run. We don't have counselors. We run it like a bonanza deal where we take 10 kids at a time. Half are from minority groups. And they live in the house with us, and we are their surrogate.
Well, then get them out of there. That's what I've been saying for years.
And we have noticed over the years a number of African-American kids with sickle cell anemia. And this past summer, there was a young man from New Jersey who we had to send home. And the airport is 120 miles from, not the airport,
and my wife held this black boy's hand.
He's going to tell that story? Oh, he's going to get eaten alive.
Oh, wait, I can't wait to hear what happens.
The hospital is 120 miles from the ranch. So he liked my truck. So my wife and I and the doctor and this young man got in the truck, and we roared down to the hospital. Meanwhile, Charlotte was on the phone getting his mom to fly out from New Jersey. And we got in the hospital, and my wife was holding his hand, and he asked her if he was going to die there. And we talked about that all the way home. And because these kids know that we love them, and because we tell them that we love them, and their parents know when they send them there that we're going to be their parents. So I came back on the air, and I talked to Harold Ford, and I talked to John McCain, and every politician I talked to, I said, what do you know about sickle cell anemia? How much federal funding is being done? How much research has been done? I didn't hear from you. I didn't hear from Reverend Soros. I didn't hear from this guy, the black. I didn't hear from anybody. Nobody called me to say, here's how we can help you find out about this.
Because we've all been working with sickle cell for many years.
Oh, okay, well, now you know a lot getting done, Reverend.
Call us.
There's not a lot getting done.
But let me say this to you, Mr. Imus.
Why are these kids still dying then? Why is there no answer?
In fact, there is not. I agree with you. There's not enough federal funds there, and there's not enough private sector funds. We've been dealing with this for many years.
I bet I could raise a lot more money than y'all can.
Well, I bet you could have before last Wednesday. I'm not going to let you off the hook on last Wednesday.
Well, I'm not asking you to.
Before we go there.
Meanwhile,
you're not getting off the hook for holding the hand of one sickle cell anemia kid.
Phil Mushnick wrote some column. He goes, you know, just because you do some good shit doesn't mean you get away with you can be an asshole.
You have a license to kill.
Hitler had a dog that he was very nice to.
Yeah.
Well, he was also vegan.
You know, I'm looking at, I don't know if you want to read this, but there's a short history of the wacky shit that Al Sharpton's done.
Yeah, let's see.
It's pretty good stuff here.
Here's the guy Imus goes to apologize. He should have walked in with the wacky shit list.
Well, Imus, came in totally unprepared.
1987, Sharpton spreads the Tawana Brawley hoax, insisting heatedly that a 15-year-old black girl was abducted, raped, and smeared with feces by a group of white men. Singles out Steve Pagonis, a young prosecutor. Pagonis is completely innocent. The crime never occurred, but Sharpton taunts him. If we're lying, sue us so we can. Prove it. So Pagonis sues and wins $345,000. And to this day, Sharpton refuses to take away his unspeakable slander or to apologize. A Hasidic Jewish driver in Brooklyn Crown Heights section accidentally kills Gavin Caddo, a 7-year-old black child. An anti-Semitic riot erupts. Sharpton races to pour gasoline on the fire. At Gavin's funeral, he rails against the diamond merchants, which is a code for Jews, with the blood of innocent babies on their hands. You know. When in the United House of Prayer, a large black landlord in Harlem raises the rent on Freddie's Fashion Mart, Freddie's white Jewish owner is forced to raise the rent on his subtenant, a black-owned music store. A landlord-tenant dispute ensues. Sharpton uses it to incite racial hatred. We will not stand by and allow them to move this brother so that some white interloper can expand his business. White interloper. Guy trying to do business. Sharpton's National Action Network sets up picket lines. Customers going into Freddie's are spat on and cursed as traitors and Uncle Toms, and protesters shout out, burn down the Jew store, and simulate striking a match. We're going to see that this cracker suffers, says Sharpton's colleague Morris Powell. How come Sharpton didn't speak out about that? You know, I mean, come on, why don't you go apologize?
He didn't argue with it.
You know, that Tawana Brawley thing, to this day, I mean, it was so heated when it went on and so wrong, and for him to not ever apologize for it is insane.
So why does he have a radio show? He should resign. That's what Imus should say. I'll resign when you resign because of what you said about Steve Pagonis.
He got his radio show after he made the statement, so I guess it's all right.
But he should say, apologize about Steve Pagonis.
That's what he should have said.
Of course.
I can't believe that.
Imus is a fool.
I can't believe that WFAN allowed Al Sharpton to take over the radio station for this amount of time. It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, he's running the show.
He's not on FAN.
Oh, I thought this was on his radio show.
No, this is Sharpton's radio show. I think that's on the Internet.
I don't know where Sharpton's radio show is heard, but
I don't even think it's on the radio. I think it's in his living room.
I thought this was on Imus' show.
No.
Crazy.
No.
Mr. Imus, you said going off that something about you wanted to do something with sickle cell or something and wanted to meet with these young ladies.
Oh, well, here's what this is slightly interesting, and perhaps not. But I was talking about a ranch. We have a working cattle ranch for kids.
Oh, we played that already. That's the
it might be interesting and perhaps not rant.
Dear held the hand of a young black.
And I called people. I said, what's going on with
They like my truck.
And no one called me. Sharpton goes, well, why don't you call us? You know, who knows you're on? Who listens to your show? Why didn't you call me?
I bet you I could raise more money than you.
Yeah, that's true up until last week. I could raise more
money than y'all.
And y'all, black.
Y'all.
I want to hear more. Anybody else?
I'm into it.
Anybody?
Well, I just love, the banter between these two is classic.
This is how not to get out of a problem.
Yeah. You don't go to Al Sharpton for any reason. He has zero credibility.
If you walk away from this unscathed, the next guy can say whatever he wants and just say, I'm sorry.
Unscathed? What, are you crazy? How am I unscathed by this? Don't you think I'm humiliated? Don't you think I'm embarrassed?
You're not as humiliated as young black women
I didn't say I was. I didn't say it was. It's not a contest of who's the most humiliated.
Absolutely not.
Don't you think I understand what our job at that ranch is to restore the self-esteem and dignity of these young people? Don't you think that I'm thinking to myself, well, what was I doing? What made me think I could make fun of these young women? What was I thinking?
What do you think, as you say, a self-described good, decent man, you should do to establish a precedent that this type of thing cannot go unaccountable?
Well, just because I've done this program I've done for 30 years this way, doesn't mean I have to do it this way tomorrow. And let me go talk to these women.
But didn't you once promise Clarence Page you would stop making these kind of statements?
Yes, I did.
So what, do you repent every decade?
No, sir. Well, no, sir. I mean, that's a good point. But, no, sir, I didn't think it. I wasn't thinking. If I'd have been thinking, I wouldn't have said this, Reverend Sharpton.
I mean, you said this before. You called Gwen Ewell a cleaning lady?
No, don't start that. That is not true. That is absolutely, that is a lie. I didn't call her anything.
You didn't?
No, I did not. Okay. And you want to know the facts?
Yes, please.
This is back during the Reagan administration. Yeah. How long do you all got to dig something up? It's the Reagan administration.
Okay.
And we had a bit on the radio called Imus of Washington, which is like fake news. And I had a fake, like a David Duke character. And Gwen Eiffel had just been named the White House correspondent.
Who cares? Now I'm getting bored.
Really?
If you even managed to make this boring. Imus and his bits. Don't describe one of those dumb bits. Let me see what else we got here.
And I heard you this morning call out black journalists, and I'm not going to let that stand. I need to tell you something. My magazine, Ebony Magazine.
Oh, no, what did you say I did this morning?
I called out black journalists about not calling you and covering your sickle cell story.
Well, nobody called me.
Let me be clear. My magazine, Ebony Magazine, has been writing and covering sickle cell anemia for decades now. Back when you were still doing radio spots for used cars.
Good.
I cannot let
don't come on this radio program and assault me, because I'm not insulting you.
I cannot let you question.
I'm not going to sit here and let you insult me.
Didn't beat a path to your door.
Sir, I'm not going to. You can keep talking all you want. You are not going to insult me. Don't insult me. I have not insulted you. I'm talking about me doing used car commercials.
Why black
Let me tell you what. I'll bet you I've slept in a house with more black children who were not related to me than you have.
Okay.
Do not get in my face about this.
What is that supposed to mean? Hold on a minute.
In fact, don't be on the face. Why don't you show up here in person? Don't get in my face about this.
Hold it a minute. Just a minute. I'm going to take a break. Just a minute, Brian. I'm going to take a break.
I don't have to put up with a man getting in my face like this.
I like that funky music out.
I love that. I was like, did Imus bring his own music?
It's like Shaft. Who is the man?
Slept in a house with more black women that are not related to
more black children that are not related to.
Is that what Imus said?
Yeah.
Who sleeps with black children?
And Sharpton's trying to call him out.
More black children.
Michael Jackson.
That aren't related to me.
How many black children are related to him? This is the funniest thing I've heard.
Every time he opens his mouth.
That's it. I'm putting cornrows in my hair, and I'm going to put plates in my lips.
It's getting that dumb.
He's in bad shape.
You should just say, you know what, I don't give a fuck.
Because I didn't call him any names. I didn't demean him.
It's keeping it real.
So am I.
That's right. You're the right show.
So I didn't come here to get slapped around. I'm not going to get slapped around.
No, we're not going to slap anybody around.
We're
going to talk bluntly. And
I understand that.
And unedited.
You can't slap me around. I'm a cowboy.
I think Sharpton's a better radio host than I am.
Yeah, don't get in my face about that.
Don't get in my face.
We just keeping it real.
Don't get in my face.
Don't get in my face.
Don't get in my face.
How do I get a 2-week vacation like Imus is getting?
How come I get slapped around?
Don't get in my face. You'll probably fall in one of the craters. That's one of my wrinkles.
There are many organizations, many groups that have been working for sickle cell a long time. And
I understand all that.
There's a sickle cell foundation.
How much money did the government spend on research on sickle cell anemia? Tell me that.
I don't know. You should, ask your friends that come on your show.
No, but I know.
You're telling me that you... Let me get this right.
You don't know how much money the government spends on sickle cell anemia?
I know that.
But you should know how much, Reverend Stephen.
I know they don't spend enough. But let me ask you something. You're going to tell...
How do you know they don't spend enough if you don't know how much they spent? This is so funny.
How come you don't know that?
Now they're having a sickle cell argument.
Yeah, what? I mean, really?
Well, that's smart. I'd rather argue about that.
Talk about the non-issue.
Yeah, it's so crazy. What has this got to do with anything? Neither one of them has cured it.
I know they don't spend enough, but you don't know how much they spend. So maybe they do spend enough.
You should know. I know, and I'm what?
I'm an inventor.
Tell me, you Don Imus. You're Don Imus. You've had every presidential candidate just about, senators on your show, anchormen, and you never heard of sickle cell anemia till a couple of years ago?
I didn't say that. You know I didn't say that.
What are you saying?
I'm saying you don't know how much money the government spends on sickle cell anemia.
No, you said that you were not aware about this.
And I'm going to tell you now, okay. 90 million.
All right.
That's
now
disgraceful.
Tell me when you became aware of sickle cell anemia.
All right, quick answer this. Who invented the stoplight and the peanut?
I know more black history than you.
Yeah. I know that Marconi didn't invent the radio.
Yeah, well, guess who wrote the theme song to Sanford and Son? Who? Don't know, do you? Quincy Jones.
Is that true?
Motherfucker.
That
yes.
Is true,
Imus, you know everything about
I sure do.
Wow, Imus.
Imus, you're impressive.
Thank you very much. Al Sharpton was a janitor before he became a
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he really?
No. I was on the ropes. But I was a miner. I was a gas station attendant. I was a railroad brakeman. I was a Marine. I was an astronaut. I was a prince. I was a dragon slayer.
I invented a cure for sickle cell anemia, but I lost it.
And I built the pyramids.
And I was black.
And I know Harold Ford Jr.
Who is Harold Ford Jr.? What is that reference? He goes, I supported Harold Ford Jr.
Yeah, where's Harold Ford now?
Who is that? No one's ever even heard of him.
Oh, he must be a black guy.
No.
He's a black guy. That's exactly what he is.
That's it.
And I don't want to bring my wife into this. And if anyone says anything about my wife, I'm going to say something. But dear Erder held the hand of a young black as he was dying.
Well, here's a story for you.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's important. No, I don't know anything.
And one time, my wife shook hands with a doorman who also was black and had diabetes.
He didn't.
But you didn't do anything about it.
What can I do about it?
Well, no, but you jumped on Brian Monroe about what he.
No, I didn't jump on Brian Monroe. He jumped on me. All I said is I came back and talked about it on the air, and nobody called me. That's all I said. That's all I said.
And I think
That's
the reason people didn't call, and I don't...
Want to hear Imus really fuck up? He calls black people you people.
Uh-huh.
And, like, if you do that, you're done. He says you people.
Well, and he's talking to black people.
Right. You people. I can't win with you people. That's it. They jumped all over his ass for that one.
I got to see this, yeah.
The papers jumped all over his ass. He is in some hot shit, man.
So those kids who go to those schools are probably struggling to stay there financially. They're struggling to stay there because of academically. Some of them are good students, some of them, and doing very well.
Maybe
doing very well.
Maybe,
and, you know, as they come to play in the final championship, you know how much strength that has to take?
Yes,
and then somebody come and say something in 2 minutes, it tears them down. And
I know that.
them specifically, and it wasn't just about them, sir. It was about women in general all over this country, and particularly women of color. And it's appalling that you don't understand that.
No, I do understand it. How do you assume that I don't understand it? Of course I understand that.
Well,
but, I mean, you know, it's like the old country song, God may forgive you, but I won't. Jesus may love you, but I don't.
No,
so I can't get any place with you people,
no.
but I can get someplace with Jesus.
Who is you people, Mr.
You and this woman I'm talking to.
No. I'm Congresswoman Carol.
That's Congresswoman Kilpatrick.
And wait a minute.
Don't try to hang that on me. That's jive.
What's jive?
Well, when you said, what do you mean by you people? You know what I meant about you two people. Like I would say, you two people.
There are a whole lot of people.
That's not even fair.
I tell you what, I'm gonna let
you said you were going to be fair. Keep your word.
I'm being very
fair. Keep your word.
I'm being very fair.
Keep it real and keep your word.
Real. I'm saying to you, I asked you, what did you do at you people? Wait a minute.
I asked you. Who still says asked you?
Be real.
Asked you. I asked you. What a publicity nightmare. This guy's just digging a hole. It goes to Al Sharpton. What a dumb fucking move. They need me back there.
Nobody's having any kind of clear thought in this.
How did Imus keep himself from dancing during those music beds, those snappy rhythms? Yeah. You want to dance?
I'm sorry.
Remember that movie where, like, black gang members danced off against each other?
What movie was that?
It was this dance movie.
Wasn't it West Side Story?
Boogaloo, breaking.
No, there was a movie recently, like with Jessica Alba or something. Like,
Honey?
Yeah, Honey. And then there was a big dance-off, you know, and...
Instead of fighting?
Instead of arguing this, I challenge you to a dance-off on Dancing with the Stars next Monday.
I'll dance the foxtrot.
It's also called a gay-off.
Special Dancing with the Stars, Al Sharpton and Imus going head-to-head.
I'd watch that.
Imus should just leave, man, really. I mean, who wants it?
Who thought he could handle this situation?
I'd be like, I want to leave. I don't like this.
Give Deirdre a blank check, fill it out, take the kid, and I'm getting out of here.
Right.
And poor Wyatt. This is his father.
Did I invite Imus to come here and explain himself?
Yeah, invite him. Tell him I want to talk to him.
Oh, he won't come here. He'll know better than to come in here.
You people.
You people. Imus, why did you say you people?
I don't know.
Now, wait a minute. That's jive.
That's jive, and you can't hang that on me, and don't get in my face.
Why is he talking black all the time?
Listen,
listen, you push. Listen, you spiritual.
Spiritual man.
They did say that Imus was muttering the B word under his breath during the commercial breaks, and Al Sharpton walked away. So Imus sat there and muttered.
Boogie. You boogies. Boogie. He's a boogeyman, that's what he is. Why? Turn the radio off. The boogeyman's come get me.
A biatch, like Shuli?
You biatch. He took Shuli's line.
Yeah.
What is the B word?
Bitch, I think.
Oh, bitch. Blackie.
But maybe not. It ends with a T. They have B blank T.
You
bigot.
Bigot. You butt cake.
You boot.
You boot.
You
Brent.
Nigga bigoret.
Brat.
I'm in charge here.
Yeah, but you nodded. You know what I meant.
I asked the question.
You know
what No, I did not know what you mean. I'm talking to a man that called people nappy holes, and I know what you meant.
Well,
We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Don't guess. Try to be civil now.
Surprised Imus didn't stab him.
Wow.
Hell, you can't reason with you people. I'll have to kill you.
At what point did Imus realize this was going horribly?
I don't think he ever understood that he should walked out as soon as he got there.
I just want to say one other thing is, you know, you were saying about the
I like when the black ladies call in.
Ooh.
I'm no hoe. I work hard.
Well, I mean, Al Sharpton actually had his daughter there to glare at Imus.
The sickle cell and all that. Seriously, Reverend Al, I was waiting for him to say some of my best friends are niggers.
He already said that.
Waiting for that.
See, you know, that's fine, and I appreciate it. Thank you, man. But I think, you see, that was the reason when I initially apologized. I didn't talk about anything I do. I didn't talk about the context of the program, that it's been a comedy program for 30 years. Because
better just treat white cancer kids. I don't think any black kids are coming to the Imus ranch.
Or he'll have to have only black kids.
Yeah. That's a move. I just want to only have black children.
The Imus Black Kid Cancer Ranch.
Yeah.
I was talking, Reverend Sawyer said the same thing. You know, if you live your life as I do and my wife does, and do the kind of work we've done, and we've done for you.
I don't want to live the way your wife does. She has to fuck Imus.
Okay, honey, get down.
All right, honey, I had a rough day. You're going to have to blow Amish, Mr. Amish.
You're going to have to blow the bigot.
Let's play a game, blow the bigot.
Now, could you put on blackface, dude?
Years. And then you start talking about it, and you get the same reaction, and God bless that woman, I mean that. But you get that, and I could hear the hurt and her pain in her voice.
I got 2 more clips if you guys still want to go, or you're done.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. All right. Me too. I mean, I'm way into this.
I'm going to take a break, let him respond, take a couple more calls. And he said he'd be an hour. He was going on 2 hours. So we'll finish the hour with him.
Yeah, that's a good
So
move.
he didn't even know how badly this was going.
He didn't even know to leave.
Keeping it real, Don Imus is he's in the studio. I don't want to say guest, but I'll say you're in the studio. We'll be right back.
Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
Man, he won't even call him guest.
Wow, that's low. Did him no good.
Thanks a lot.
I'm not going to call him a guest. Keeping it real. Is the show called Keeping It Real?
It sounds like. He keeps saying that.
Snappy name. Keeping It Real. With the Reverend Al Sharpton.
Real racial.
Keeping it real. I would have gone on Soul Train and apologized. It's much easier.
Did Don Cornelius Imus.
Mr. Cornelius, I own every Al Green album, including the rare 1973 recording, Call Me.
And Let's Stay Together.
Right.
You know,
Well, what does that mean?
And the Blind Boys of Alabama, I've had on the show.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? That was me loving blacks.
Right.
Physically see him grasping for something.
All right, I got one last clip. One last clip, Artie.
I really do understand the horrible damage that I've done to these young women, because I know that even a couple of them are from tough neighborhoods and stuff, and there's already jealousy and resentment in their neighborhoods, and now they have some old cracker on the radio calling them some sort of name, and they have to deal with that. And so I have the
term cracker you used on yourself. I didn't call you
yes,
that.
I know
I'm sure some of your supporters will be on TV today saying I called you that.
No.
And I would appreciate if you'd respect your own race on my show.
Well, I don't.
Isn't that nice?
As far as
what a good man. Thank you, Al.
I'm concerned, that's not a disrespectful term. It's just a way to like redneck or stuff, you know.
Go ahead.
So
everybody's so politically correct.
What in the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
Respect your own race on my show.
Hey, John, you're on the air in Newington, Connecticut.
Hey,
yeah.
Love your show.
Thanks.
I was watching MSNBC.
I bet. I would be, too.
Riveted.
And he had the ex-CEO for CBS on there talking about how...
Who's that?
I don't know. His son had died, and...
Oh, okay. I know who it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Imus was the first one to go to the funeral.
Yeah,
and
that's
he's
great.
like parading these people on to say...
He's a wonderful man?
Yeah.
Character witnesses?
Right.
I'll say it.
I just wanted to...
That guy just had the nerve to send me an email.
Did he?
The CEO, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he say? Hi?
A new email address. I go, yeah, I'll write you an email. That's going to happen.
You know what? Imus should have Brenda on.
Yeah. Apologize to her. I wonder where she is now. All right, thanks, man.
Great show. Love you.
Thanks, bro.
Bye.
Want to hear Bill Maher calling into Imus to say what a great guy he is?
What did Bill say?
First of all, I got an email from my publicist who said, don't get involved with that. I'm like, yeah, please, when have I ever been about avoiding issues?
He's another great guy, Bill Maher.
Crusader.
Of the Crusader. When have I ever been about avoiding issues?
God, that's a good one, Bill. When have you ever been about avoiding issues? Never.
I'm going to say what I feel. And what I feel is, yeah, you said a really bad, dumb joke. It was lame. It was insulting. No one would want to take credit for that joke. It was wrong. But, after you say you're sorry a few times, I think then it's on other people if they can't accept an apology.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you. Whatever you just said sounded very nice.
Thank you very much. Now tell those spear chuckers, okay? Get them off my back.
There's so much in this country about making people go away for a mistake. It's a mistake. You apologize, and, you don't lose your livelihood. I don't understand that people have to lose their whole livelihood because they made one rotten joke.
I know, he's made years of rotten jokes.
For half a kike, you're not so bad. I knew your old man. He wasn't a kike.
He wasn't?
That's right. No, he was Irish.
The mom was a kike.
The mom was a kike.
He was a Mick.
Mahar.
No.
What kind of name of Mahar's? Marowitz, probably.
Wow.
Or Morris. Yeah.
It's like nobody in this country can have one moment of discomfort. If you were made to feel one moment of discomfort, the person who caused it...
everybody in this country has made mistakes. I was talking to my mom the other night. She was telling me when she got out of high school, she tried to get a job with AT&T to be a telephone operator. So she applied. And they sat down and they had to fill out what your religion was. And as soon as they saw she was a Jew, out.
Wow.
She
couldn't even answer the phone.
No, she wasn't good enough to answer the phone. So, it's like, if you can forgive AT&T, they made a mistake. Maybe you can forgive this guy, but I hope not. I hope Imus gets fired. That would be kind of funny. That'd be just funny to see him go away in disgrace.
And I'll be like a black man, unemployed.
It's corporations that get forgiven, not people.
Yeah, people don't.
Ask Jimmy the Greek.
Right. No, we got to drum him out, just for the fun of it. See what happens. See if Durder leaves him. I say she does. I say within a year the wife leaves.
That's it.
What do you mean I can't go on the Today Show? What do you mean I can't go on Larry King?
What do you mean we can't go to that party?
I'm sorry.
They don't. Brian Gumbel's going to be at that party. He'll yell at me. Well, I want to go to the party. Everyone's going. What if Spike Lee is there?
What if Al Roker shows up?
Yeah, he calls me a filthy bigot. Yeah. We're going to just have to lay low for a few years together and just be in love. And I don't think so.
We'll retire to the ranch.
There's nothing fun about being with you if I can't be on TV.
My dream, locked in a room with you.
I only go to that ranch to get more recipes.
Don't you want to stay with me and hold more black children in the back of a truck?
Yeah.
Isn't it fulfilling, this work we do?
We're moving, I say, to Namibia, out in the Congo. See if we can't apologize over there.
I would love it if he would come out and announce he's adopting a black child from Chad.
With sickle cell.
Named Shaq.
It has to go away. And that's just ridiculous. Yeah, it was a bad joke. It was real creepy. But after that, people move on. Don't listen to you anymore. You will lose some black listeners. And that should be your punishment. Period.
And by the way, we at least did have a significant number of people of all colors.
When?
Who listened, but
Where's the ratings on that?
Where's significant numbers?
Significant numbers. We had like 7 people.
Yeah.
And you still will. You know what? I talked to some of my black friends about this. They're not tripping on it. It's all this fake outrage in this country. I'm a very big fan of Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. I've had them on my show many times. I like them a lot. But I don't agree with what they're doing. Yes, the guy does deserve they apologize. But then, if you just keep it going, if you make this a cottage industry, I'm sorry, but if this is the biggest problem for a black leader in the country to address day after day, then the civil rights situation is a lot better than I thought it was in America. Because there are some real problems that black leaders, I think, should...
No. Hey, we don't want to give up on this. We want to see more fun.
This is something we can actually solve and see to the end.
Yeah. How do you solve racism? You can't. How do you solve, like, people who just don't get a fair chance? You can't. This you could solve. You fire Imus, you feel good. No.
We've taken care of something and we can move on.
As a black man, if you fire Imus, I'm going to feel a whole lot better when I go to my shitty job. Okay? Here's something concrete we can do. Get it over with in 2 weeks. I like that guy Salad. You see him go to jail for 3 years. 3 to 5. No early release.
Hard time.
Well, anyway, that's the whole Imus thing.
Oh, jeez, we're done.
You want more?
It was so
Let me see what else I got. I got his apology from yesterday. We played that yesterday.
Yeah, I know. And since he's apologized some more, it's outdated.
Yeah. Wow.
I can't believe, though, that he's not suspended till Monday. He has to finish up the week.
Well, there's more to listen to.
He's got his fundraising to do to help people.
Well, maybe he'll be rich. Will he change where the money's going to go now?
Yes, it's going to go to black people. It's going to go to Jesse Jackson.
Oh, that's good.
Jesse likes to get money.
That'll help.
Yeah. Caroline, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning, Howard. How are you today? I haven't heard anything about fines. Was Imus fined anything?
Fined by who?
What?
The FCC?
No,
the
FCC doesn't care about
They
it.
only deal with obscenity, with decency.
Okay. Well, as far as I'm concerned, the two of them are peas in a pod. I mean, Imus. Well, I mean, Imus is a well-known racist, and Shelton's an anti-Semite. So,
right.
The hell with both of them.
No, they're both screwballs. Imagine going on Al Sharpton's show trying to fix things. And Sharpton's like, this is great.
And his job is to rabble-rouse, to bring people to a heated pitch of hate.
Imus is so stupid. That's what he should be fired for.
Talk about throwing oil on a fire.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's plot this out. All right, they're looking for my hide. I still want to be in radio. What do I do? Okay, I'll go on Al Sharpton's show. What's that going to get you?
I would have loved to have heard. I wish somebody from your show or you would have called in during this. And like, when you were making all those points about Al Sharpton's past, especially with the Tawana Brawley case, I'm sitting there going, I wish somebody would throw that back in his face again.
Imus is feeble. He's not a fighter.
And why would we help Imus?
I'm not helping him. He wouldn't help me. When I went to NBC, he treated me like shit.
Oh, and if this was happening to you, he'd be on the bandwagon and say, yeah, get him out of here.
Maybe, maybe not.
No, he would.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
All right, get him the fuck out of here. Robin knows.
Throw them both off the air.
Throw everyone off the air except us.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? Throw us off the air.
They gave Jesse Jackson a show on CNN. I mean, people cater to these wackos.
Hey, Jenks, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Howard. I got to tell you, I am loving every fucking minute of this.
Yeah, me too. I love this.
I got a call that I did to Imus, where I got him on the phone.
Yeah.
So here's a little bit more Imus for you.
Hello?
Hello?
Imus?
Yeah. You have to speak up. I can't hear you very well.
Is this Imus?
Yeah.
Do you like being a loser?
Pardon me?
Do you like being a loser?
Pardon me?
I said, do you like being a loser?
That's cute.
Hello?
Jenks right in there.
Cute.
That's the nicest thing that's been said to him lately.
When was that call made?
I did that probably about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, because he still had a deep voice then, before he got that old man voice.
Hello?
Well, I'm over 40 now, Howard.
Wow.
That's even more pathetic.
Hey, Howard, you should have every day that Imus is gone during a suspension, you should have another reason why Imus should be fired each day.
All right. Thank you, Captain J. Nothing like a gas station attendant writing material for the show.
Hey, I was a gas station attendant. Look at me.
Hey, you should like me. I was a gas station attendant.
And a miner.
I pump more gas than any of you.
I can't get anything right with you people.
That's a great one. I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on?
Nothing. Same old shit.
Getting laid?
No.
Nothing to laugh about. Why don't people laugh at that? That's not funny.
That's, it's horrifying.
Why, Jenks? You're not a bad-looking guy.
Well, then you fuck me.
Yeah, what's up? Take care of the man.
That changes now, huh?
Thanks. Hey, you know who's a pretty good guy, friend of the show, I should mention? Bob Kraft, who owns the New England Patriots.
Yes.
He was, I actually got to go to dinner with him because Mel knows him and they invited me. But, you know, I don't know anything about football or anything, but Bob Kraft gave it a nice shout out.
When? What was going on?
This was about 2 weeks ago. It was at they had the football meetings down in Florida, and he was being interviewed on the NFL channel.
Ah.
Bob Kraft joining us now, and he's pretty sure he's got a scoop on Peter.
Yeah, I'm late for the meeting, but I know that Peter listens 124. First,
I
serious.
do. I just do.
And
I
then you turn on Howard if you don't like this at 100. Because I know he's a big Howard fan. You know, Artie and Baba Booey and all the boys. Yeah, that's my two clickers. I learned it from him.
Hey, but it's on in his office because I've been in it.
Howard rules.
There you go, Bob Kraft. Thank you. It's nice. It's nice to get some support from very successful people.
Basically, you talk about successful. He owns... The Patriots are what the 49ers were in the 80s. The Patriots are of this decade.
Yeah.
They're a dynasty.
They are.
And it's hard to do nowadays.
Well, there you go.
And that's from the lips of Artie Lang.
Who knows how hard things are to do.
Unfortunately, it's just, you know, if you're a New York Jet fan.
How you doing, pal? You all right?
It's the truth.
Checking in over here. How are you, all right?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Oh, wow, thank you.
I was listening to the wrap-up show.
Were you?
Was there a problem?
What
it's just,
happened?
I feel bad, like...
About what?
Artie writes paychecks. Like, Artie just writes money to everyone, like when he wants to solve something.
No. I don't write money to everyone.
Like, he didn't diet for the weight loss, so he just writes a check to everyone.
How many checks did you write
What
yesterday?
happened was I yelled at him.
He can turn it on pretty quickly.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Nappy-headed hoe is my new favorite expression. It's replacing everything. I love it. I can't get enough of it. And if you don't think that those ladies at Rutgers don't call each other worse things in the locker room than that, I mean, come on. It's street talk. I can't believe that this is blowing up on Imus. I don't have any passion for Imus, but, hey, you know, he's just fallen into the biggest trap, and Sharpton's found his next Tawana Brawley case.
I totally agree. I don't have any love for Imus, but I do love watching him being literally trotted around now like a pony. He's like a bitch. He's like the black community's bitch now.
I mean, we're going to talk about this in a little bit, but what do you do? You know what I mean? Like what's the plan? Where do you go? Sharpton clearly wasn't the right answer.
I thought a huge mistake going to talk to Al Sharpton. Enormous mistake, because you knew he was just going to crucify you. You know, you apologize and you just weather the storm. He apologized yesterday, although the truth of the matter is, yesterday was a really shitty apology. I drove a black kid 120 miles to the hospital. It's just like, I like the first apology. I'd like to apologize. I said something stupid, and let's move on. And I think that the more attention he pays to it, the more it fans the flames.
How do you think it's going to play out? I mean, Howard said he thinks he could be done.
Well, I'll tell you why he could be done. I don't know if Howard talked about this morning, but he could be done because if he loses advertisers, he's done.
Right.
Because he doesn't have a huge rating anymore, not like he used to. It's way below where it used to be. And, you know, advertising is what keeps him on the air. And if a bunch of advertisers decided that they're going to pull out because they're scared, that could be the end of him.
And do you think they may be itching? Because he's on a sports radio talk station. It's sports, for those of you not in New York, it's sports all day, except for Imus's show. Do you think maybe they could be itching for a sports talk show at that time?
I don't know. You know, I don't know the answer to that. It always fascinated me that it was this all-sports station and then Imus.
Right. Let's go to Keith in Jersey. Keith, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, man? I think Richard Simmons is one of the best guests, and Howard, with his, the way he treats him is what makes the whole guest appearance interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guests where sometimes we'll do some goofy stuff with them or we'll ask them some wacky questions, and, you know, Howard's feeling is like, listen, I'm trying to make this guest interesting. You know,
let's talk to Steve at UMass. Steve, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, Gary, I got a couple things for you.
Sure.
I was wondering this morning about the whole Imus thing. Why aren't you guys taking the approach as, you know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, you know?
I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but so we should like Al Sharpton?
No. Fuck Al Sharpton. I'm saying you guys should be standing up for Imus right about now.
Why?
With all this political correctness and bullshit. I mean, obviously the guy's a dickhead, and, you know, he shouldn't have said what he said, but supposedly it's a comedy show. And you guys should understand that, hey, not all the jokes work, as you guys know sometimes.
You know, you're probably right, except for, you know, a couple of things, two things. First of all, Imus never did a thing for us except make Howard's life miserable. And anytime we've ever been in hot water, not one broadcaster's ever come to our side. So we're sort of like, you know what? It's his turn in the tumbler.
Yeah, I think Howard even came out and said it this morning. He's like, why should I back him up? He never backed me up over all the years, and he made his life a living hell over at NBC. Gary, how bad was it at NBC?
See, I only saw the good Imus by the time I got there. I've only heard about the bad Imus. By the time I got there, Imus had developed this sort of friendship with Howard that was really odd. It got to the point where Imus was like calling Howard's mother on his show, and we were sharing a writer, Al Rosenberg. He was working on Imus' show, but also working on our show. And I think he saw Howard sort of moving up very quickly. Howard was becoming very popular very quickly. And I think that he saw, not in a bad way, that connecting the two shows was good for him.
Right.
So he started calling our show once in a while, and, and there was definitely a bridge between the two shows. So when I was there, I didn't see the bad stuff, but I heard a lot of it from Fred and from Al Rosenberg and from Howard and from Robin. A lot and those are people who mean a lot to me, so they can't be wrong.
Yeah, you could hear you can just sense the bitterness in Fred's voice whenever it comes up and he's doing the impression. You just know it's there.
Yeah, apparently that first year when Howard came to NBC, Howard was a nobody in New York, and Imus was the king, and it was sort of like, who the fuck is this guy? And, I think Imus went out of his way to not only not help him, but to, give him a hard time.
John in Tom's River, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I can only just add to that saying that Imus is the worst in the world, and he deserves all this, even though I think that what he said was totally legit and had no problem with it at all. It was comedy. But you guys should never back him up because he was horrible to you guys back in the day. Whatever I could hear on the radio and the way Howard went through it and everything from that limo incident to from then on, I listened to Howard the first time he was on NBC overnight that time for a test. Called up the radio station at 14 years old saying, this guy's awesome, And Imus wasn't funny till Howard came along. Imus was stupid, and just like he's being now. Like, he should totally have stood up for himself, Imus, and said, never apologize for this because it was comedy. I hope I'm right. I think I am.
Well, I think there's a lot of truth to what you said. There was the other thing, too. When Imus came on our show, he seemed a lot funnier on our show than he was on his show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Howard made him a lot funnier.
Now, is anybody coming to his defense? Like any guests, any writers?
Well, I think Bill Maher sort of did, but Bill Maher still
who sounded a lot like Ralph, by the way. In that
John
clip.
McCain is still going to do a show.
Right, but Bill Maher is still not apologizing for those. He still doesn't think he said anything wrong for those 9/11 comments. He didn't apologize for saying them. He apologized for if he offended anyone.
Jeff in Maine, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, great show.
Thanks, Jeff.
Gary, I am begging you. You have to get him on the show.
Who?
I mean, with Imus.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Oh, something is that. Can you imagine the radio that would be? I mean, even if you take some sort of tact with him of trying to create some civility, just having Imus on those airwaves and having some kind of dialogue between the two, I think would be such priceless radio. Maybe you make some give and take. Maybe you say, okay, we won't touch this subject or something like that.
But see, we don't do that. That's why the show's awesome.
Yeah, but any way you could talk to him would be just such riveting radio. It would be fantastic.
We've done it a couple of times over the years where we both, I put Howard up and they both been on each other's radio shows. Gone bad quickly.
He's got 2 weeks with not a lot to do coming up.
And we have the upper hand because we can say fuck and he can't. Unless we get him while he's suspended.
Right, that's right. Mike in California, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how are you?
Good, Mike. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I listened to Imus for years and years and years, and this is not the first time something like this has ever been said. And with McCord and Bernie in there, this is a constant rhetoric that goes back and forth. They parodize Al Sharpton frequently. And I guess my point is there must be somebody on that basketball team whose daughter plays or somebody has somebody related to that team, because this is not the first time this has ever been said or happened, and it makes me sick, to be quite honest with you, that as much noise is being made about this as is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You may be right about that's being overblown, but I don't think anybody, there's any relation there. I think that the Al Sharptons of the world, are sort of jumping on it and seizing the moment, and he's letting them.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.